Good evening, everybody. City Lowell Board of Parks, Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. Hopefully you're all in the right place. There's a sign-in sheet. Please make sure you sign in. And when you come up for your item, we have a speaker set up over here. Please come up to that. I believe it is on. And we will handle things in order. Okay? Thank you. Item 1, Carrie Ann Greenhouse, please. Carrie Ann Greenhouse?
Yeah.
Yes, over there, please. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
I'm looking to rent some park space to run family fitness classes for the community.
Okay. And so Haley, she has all these items?
No, so we're canceling McPherson and Stocklosa, so the proposed fee would be $400, not
Okay.
$725.
All right, so we got
But all the other ones, yes.
4 items, all by you. 4 items, Carrie?
Yeah,
Okay,
what Haley said.
What is it?
okay.
What's the
All right, so those are Tyler Park,
Mm-hmm.
North Common, Fort Hill Park, and then Tyler Park on a different date.
Correct.
Okay. And what are you gonna be doing?
Fitness classes,
Okay,
so like boot camp, Zumba, yoga.
okay. 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 3 to 5, 3 to 5. What do you need from us?
Permission to use the space?
That's it?
Okay, great.
That's pretty easy, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone have any questions or concerns?
I just have one. Carrie, have you ever started, Carrie?
Yeah, we started in Sheehy, but we didn't have a lot of time to advertise.
And do you feel there's anything else you need, or you feel you're fine?
No, I mean, if Parks and Rec can promote it to the community of Lowell, that would be cool, but not necessary and not
Okay.
pertaining to the grounds or the facility.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so that's 4 items. Cost would be $100 an item, be $400. Do I have a recommendation?
I'll make a motion to accept the times and dates with a fee of $400.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Kerry.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Becky Roman? Becky Roman, please. Welcome. Birthday party at Shed Park Pavilion.
Hi,
Hi.
it's for my grandson's first birthday.
Okay,
It's with the church. It's about 30 people.
okay. And what are you, you gonna be serving food or anything? Becky?
No, I think we're gonna use a grill with charcoal.
Okay, yeah, I'd have to have charcoal, yeah, no gas grills.
Yeah.
And as from 4 there's also a place to dispose of the charcoal that's there. Anything else that you would need?
No, custodian.
Yeah, there
Is
was a
that
custodian
included?
fee, right, we have that built in here. So that would be available to you. So with the custodian and the permit fee, the cost would be $170.
Okay.
Okay. Questions?
I know there's an event before that, right?
Right,
So,
okay, so,
It's a church group that uses it every weekend, so I don't know. Do they stay until 4?
okay.
all right. If it's a church group, you shouldn't have any problems with them, hopefully.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else have any questions, concerns?
I'll make a motion to approve the date and time requested for a fee of $170.
Second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries, you're all set. Good luck.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless. Geez, it's funny, July and August dates, huh?
All right.
Wow. Okay. Tara Perry, please. Tara Perry.
Hi,
Hi.
I actually have an event planned for the same date, June 17th, but I need a rain date, so I just wanted to reserve the following day, June 18th, at Fort Hill.
Okay. Yeah, you were in before and we had.
Yeah, I've already pulled all of my permits for the year, but this is going to be a big event, so I'm going to do a rain date.
You want to make sure? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Is that available, Haley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything different, Tara? Just same?
Same thing. I already have a porta potty for the weekend anyway, so
All right.
we're good.
Okay. Any questions or concerns?
I'll make a motion to approve the date and time requested for a fee of $75.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set.
Thank
Good
you,
luck.
guys.
Welcome. I get 3 demerits. Okay. Okay, Deborah Johnson, please. Deborah Johnson, Sullivan Middle School. Okay. Question. Okay, we'll move that. Dan Price, Lowell Catholic. Dan Price. Bridget Dowling.
I'm here for Bridget,
Okay.
not Bridget.
Okay. Your name, please?
Helen Metcalf?
Okay. Did you sign in?
Yes, I did.
All right, thank you. Okay. And, okay, what are we doing?
We're asking for a permit to, or we're asking to, it says Robinson Middle School Field Day would like to use the field on June 15th, for our kids to have a field day.
Oh, okay. From 9 to 3?
Yes.
Okay, resident youth, so there would be no fee in that, and that's Thursday. Any questions or concerns?
I'll make a motion to approve the date and time requested with no fee.
Second it?
Further discussion? School is still in session then?
Yes, until the 21st.
When did they get out?
The 21st.
Oh, okay.
Thinking I get them to come back?
No, I just didn't know what the date was, that was all. I know they won't come back. Okay.
This is something we have to work on. They should-
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you. Do
You're
I need
welcome.
to take anything back to my principal, or it's just
You're just gonna get
Haley.
an email.
Yeah, it's all done online, so she'll get an email with the permit in it.
awesome? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Robinson neighbor, I'm Darcy Coleman.
Oh, look at that timing.
Greenhouse Elementary.
Oh,
Look at that timing.
Yeah, it's that time of year, so
I
we are
know.
also.
How did you know you were next?
What was that?
How did you know you were next?
I just took a lucky cat.
Oh, all right.
We're always
You
after.
had a helper.
The name's
I
on the
have a
agenda.
helper, whether, yeah, that's what
So what school,
happens.
what school?
Yes.
6 o'clock meeting, you get Miriam also.
What can we do for you, Darcy?
I would love to have use of the McPherson also for our field day. It's next Thursday, the 8th, with a rain date of the 9th.
Okay.
We're gonna play ball. Marion would like you to know.
It's for Thursday, the 8th, Miranda. And what are you going to play?
What was that?
June 8th and
I said playing softball.
She said ball.
We're gonna play everything.
Oh, okay.
You're all invited. If you'd like to do three-legged races, we're gonna do it all.
Oh, all right.
Mix it up.
Any concerns or questions for us? What do you need?
No. Are there are there restrooms there? There are, okay.
There is,
Will
David.
those be unlocked?
Gil's usually up there every day. I can give him a call.
That'd be awesome.
Okay. Okay. Anyone questions or concerns?
No, I'll make a motion to accept the time and dates, no fee.
Second?
Further discussion? All in favor?
All right.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Segundo Acero, please. Segundo Acero, please. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm speaking on behalf of my father because his English is not too good, but I want to help translate. We're looking to have permission to rent the park area.
Okay. Stone Street Park for the basketball courts. Okay, from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay. And that's for adult?
Yes, there's a lot of adults, family, friends. We're just a big group of people, Ecuadorians that like to play.
Okay. So what exactly are you doing?
There's soccer, there's volleyball. There's just a lot of sports that we like to come and play together. We just want the area to be able to have.
Just want-
Yeah, we just want permission for the area to like play around in.
So basically you want the whole park for the whole day? Okay, the fee for that would be $2,750.
2,700. Yes. All right.
That's okay with you?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I have one question.
Yes.
Are you gonna be doing any cooking during the day?
Our families do bring food.
You're gonna bring food then?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
'Cause you can't have any gas grills or anything.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Um,
We bring everything
Yes.
prepared, so.
I have a question for
I'm sorry, go ahead, Keith.
Shannon. Shannon, are there facilities there? Bathrooms and stuff?
There are not.
There are not.
We wanted to ask permission for a bathroom if we could rent one there, so we'd have a bathroom there, if that's okay.
You would have to rent one yourself.
Yes, we
We
just
don't
want.
provide that.
Okay.
service.
Yeah, we know. Sorry.
Okay.
Now, Shannon, also, I'm sorry, Mr.
No, go ahead.
This is a Sunday, Shannon. Now, do you want them, is there a procedure that when the porta potty has to be picked up, or that's not our concern, that's their concern?
If they're getting one, I assume it's gonna be there 7 days a week. Until they're done, right?
Share something about that because we used to rent a porta potty for our event, so this is FYI for anyone who's interested. If you rent it for like a Sunday, they'll deliver it on Friday, pick it up on Monday. That's usually what they do. Most companies do that.
Right, because my understanding, and I used to run a lead also, if you have it there for 7 days, they'll charge you for 7 days.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you just want it for the single day, they'll charge you for the single day. But like you said, they'll deliver it on a Thursday, a Friday, or Saturday, but they'll pick it up on Monday, and they'll charge you for 1 day. But if you want it there all week, for the following Sunday, they're gonna charge you for the whole week.
Correct.
Okay.
You
So,
guys have to make sure that if you rent it for whatever Sunday, they'll deliver it on Friday, pick it up on Monday, but you have to do that every week.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
for that information.
thank you.
Of course.
Okay, anyone else? Keith, anything else?
I don't. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'll make a motion to accept the time and dates with a fee of $2,750.
I'll second it.
Second. Further discussion? All in favor?
All right,
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Sorry, I just had one more question.
Sure.
Where would I have to pay? Like, could I pay it online or come in
Haley?
to pay it?
So Segundo, whoever's, I think it's his account, it's already attached with the request, so in the
Okay.
next couple days, I'll go in and start attaching the fees to them, and then you just have to use a debit or credit card online.
All right.
If he's not the one that's using it and it's for like someone else that's gonna pay, just either add them as like a payer on the account or add them as a member and same thing. You'll
Okay.
be able to, but if there's any issues, you can just call me at the creation office and I can try to help you guys through it.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Good luck. Liz Gonzalez, please.
Avenue A, you go down the end, see? Take it.
Welcome.
Right at the end of that street on the right.
Hi, good afternoon. I just asked permission. I'm an evangelic, and I would like to ask permission for the park, Cornell.
Fort Hill
Oakville
Park.
Park Green Space,
Okay,
whole June. Yeah, just in June, all June and Thursday. Yeah.
on Thursday.
Every
on
Thursday, at
Thursdays?
6 p.m. to 8.
Okay,
Evangelical service.
all right. Is it down the front
So what?
on Fort Hill?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's the
you're
top of
going
the
in-
hill. Yes. It's,
They're talking top of the hill, is that,
yes, the one is in the top.
I got a question, Shannon, is that gonna be open?
So if you're talking the top of the hill, those gates are closed at 2 o'clock.
No, I'm talking about the one that always the churches get it.
Probably the night.
The one is
Down at
like
the bottom of the hill,
down
near
the
the
bottom.
fountain?
Yes,
Yes, that's wide open.
that's the one that we're looking for.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that. you
Okay.
were-
It's my first time. I'm so sorry. Those
That's okay.
that I asked.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
Now that you're tired.
Okay, so we'll deal with that one first. Okay. You gonna be serving food or anything?
No, no
Just
food, no
service.
nothing. Just service. It's a non-profit, so it's just
Okay.
evangelical service. So that's all.
You have chairs or anything for people?
Yes, I do.
You're gonna
Yes,
be-
we do.
People bring their own?
Yes.
Okay.
We have some chairs for that, so
Oh,
we're
wow.
gonna pack it everything. We have some mics, so we're gonna have everything before the time we have to leave, if
Okay.
you guys permit it.
Anyone else have any questions, concerns?
Are we gonna vote on both of them at the same?
No, do one at a time.
Okay. Okay, I'll make a motion to accept A for the month of June 1st to June 29th for a fee of $125.
Second.
Whole summer, right? Whole June, right?
Yes.
25?
On Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday.
Thank you.
Got a second?
I second.
Okay. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're all set for Fort Hill on
Thank you, everyone.
every Thursday in the month of June.
Wait a minute, wait a minute,
You got
wait a minute,
one
wait,
more?
wait, wait, one more. You got,
You're also looking for North Common stage?
That's the one I'm looking for, yeah.
You got that one too as well, Liz, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's, okay, the Thursdays in July and the Thursdays in August, is that
Yes.
correct? Okay, from 6 to 8 as well?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be 9 dates for a total of $225.
Okay.
Okay, same things apply?
Yes, everything the same.
All right. Okay. I have-
Make a motion to accept the dates and time requested for a fee of $225.
I'll second that.
Okay. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set for both of them. Just follow up with Haley as far as payment.
Okay.
Okay, good luck. Thank you. All right.
Another question I have for
Yes.
her. So for the payments, so we guys could be online, same thing?
Did you submit the request on your account?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so then you'll get the email back once I generate like the invoice and the permit, and then you can just log in to pay it. And same thing, if you want someone else to pay it, you'll just
Okay.
have to add them as a payee on the website.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. Have a nice day.
Okay. Okay, we can hold number 10 till the end. Is there any need to do that right now?
He's right here.
See Dan's face.
Yeah, I noticed that, so I want to hold it.
We can
No,
we can skip F because Brendan's not here. He said he's coming.
no, okay. What are we gonna do for it, Danny?
Just requesting dates for the Northeast League.
Okay, and this is all,
This is the one I told you about.
okay.
See, they're releasing- they're
Thursday.
releasing-
Releasing all these, and then 10 with Brendan. All right.
Why would they have a permit if school's over?
So you in communication with the other groups?
Do I have any?
Are you in communication with Brendan occasion?
Yeah,
I mean, as long, I want to make sure everybody knows what's going on.
yeah. In terms of dates requested, I just went on what was available up
Okay,
off the website, so
all right.
the
Brendan's
dates,
separate.
the dates that I
Brendan is
requested.
separate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, all
I
right.
just put them all together because Lowell High has to release dates for both of them, and then
Okay.
they're both requesting dates. So it's all together.
All right, so the top A, B, C, D, and E are Danny's.
No.
A is mine and E is mine.
A and E is yours. Okay. A and E.
Sounds like a good story.
You get those fire trucks. Okay, releasing those
Why are
dates.
we giving them dates if school's out? Why does high school have dates that we have to now release?
Because the school's not out.
I can explain that.
It's
to
our
you.
point
Yeah,
Okay,
Because
so
they got,
Lowell High,
they got the permit.
I understand that. I don't,
Yeah, but
okay, I
why?
don't know why we need permission for that, but go
because
ahead.
they already have a permit out
They
there,
have a permit. All right,
We have to allow them to
Yes.
release the permit.
or else it's gonna
Alright.
look like they're
So-
subletting it.
okay,
don't want
all right. Got it. Is that correct, Danny?
Yes.
Okay.
Chairman?
Want to make sure things are working
You
properly.
got a question down here.
Yes, all
Mr.
right.
Chairman, is that a normal procedure that we're, is the school out on the 22nd?
So I will say that, and I explained this to the interim athletic director, that typically what would happen is, number one, you would have no idea whether or not the high school team would make the playoffs. You wouldn't know how long they would play in potential playoffs. And the field is often used for neutral site games in the MIA state tournament. So what's happened in years past is they have just blanketed the permit out there through the month of June. And when requests are made, they usually just release them.
Now, Dan, are the tournaments, do they run after,
So Father's Day would, the day before Father's Day, which is what, the 17th, June 17th? As far as I know,
They
that's,
just started?
that's the cutoff.
The
Oh,
cutoff.
that's the cutoff. That's the latest a game would be played out there.
okay, but I'm talking tournaments, how long would the tournaments, are they done by the 22nd or 24th?
Oh, yeah, yep. They would be done the Saturday before Father's Day.
The tournaments, all the state tournaments?
Yeah, they're done before school.
Just for the record, I have nothing to do with the athletic department and them permitting or blocking off alumni field.
Right, okay.
That's my knowledge of why they do it, and
Okay.
why they've done it in years past.
And we always seem this time, we always work it out together. We make
Yeah.
phone calls and every,
Yep.
yeah, I know I've been involved in that the last
Right.
few years, and we make sure it works out, so
Yep.
our kids benefit.
And so all of the kids on the Northeast team play for the high school. That's the
Right.
reason why I have to request dates for their scheduling.
Understood.
So Dan, I got a question.
Yep.
These permits are just for your team to use in Lowell?
Item A, the 2 dates that I'm.
No, what I'm saying is,
Item-
your team is the only team you're gonna be playing, right? You and another team coming in from another city, correct?
That's all I'm here to speak on.
But you won't have two teams from out of the city playing there?
No, nope. When we're in there, they're all Lowell youths. They're all Lowell high school kids.
Okay. Any other questions or concerns?
So I just want to confirm, so all the dates and times here, Shannon, you have a custodian on staff?
No, sorry, I had already said, I messed that one up, because I was looking at July when I was putting in the June dates, so they're actually Thursdays, so he doesn't need a custodian at all.
So you don't need a
Down here,
custodian?
No.
on E, no.
Because the 22nd and the 29th, they're both Thursdays,
Yeah,
they're not
Thursdays.
Saturdays. They're
Ah.
Saturdays in July, so I,
That makes sense.
yeah,
So there is no fee. All
There is no.
no.
right, well, I'll make a motion to set the dates and time requested with no fee.
Second?
Okay. We have a second. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else you need, Danny? I'm good, thank you. All right, thank you. All right. Okay, that went well. Okay,
You can skip F and G, he's coming later.
okay. The other items, Haley, we deal with those now? Okay, all right, thank you.
To the MID, should be getting dollars.
So, let's move, that covers that page. Natalia Rodriguez, please. Low Boys and Girls Club. Natalia Rodriguez, please. Okay. Ajuku Kanga. Fee waiver.
Pass.
Ajuku Kanga.
Number 12.
No, okay. Charlene Ramirez, please.
Oh, hers is held for next month, sorry,
Oh, okay.
just that one.
3 in a row, struck out.
Flying.
Okay, Tarek Wiz, please. Welcome.
Good evening. I'm requesting the Shed Park Pavilion on June 11th from 3 to 7 for my nephew's first birthday party.
Okay. What exactly are you gonna be doing, Tarek?
Just having the family, probably cooking, probably have a charcoal grill.
It has to be charcoal, you
Using
can't
the,
have
yeah,
gas.
they're, probably using the sprinkler park.
Okay. How many people do you expect?
I want to say 20 to
Oh,
25.
all right. Just basic family and everything. Okay, the fee for that would be $170.
Sir.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for us?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyone have questions or concerns?
I'll make a motion to accept the time and dates for a fee of $170.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck. Roberto Colazzo, please. Roberto Colazzo? Yes, welcome. Greater Lowell DCF. Softball game.
Yeah, we're just looking to utilize the Manning Field, which is right next to Ventura Field. It's
Okay.
a bit larger to have a softball game.
All right.
All right, this is a conflict with no 40.
Yeah, it's me actually, so he can have it.
Lawrence typically, like the past years, they've been like hosting us, so.
You
figured
in
we'd
the
return
favor, huh?
Have a home game.
So who's got the winning record?
Oh, we kill them always.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, all right.
okay.
Okay, you can have the permit now.
All right, what do we have? We have a
Item 40
conflict.
is me. Mine.
Pardon?
Item 40 is Lowell Youth Baseball. We only use it for practice, so we can give up that day.
You can give up, okay, all right. All set. Okay. Haley, you aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Any special needs?
No.
No? Okay, Entertain a motion?
I would make a motion to accept the time and day for a fee of $25.
Second.
Need a second? Okay.
I second.
All right. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Megan Walsh, please. Megan Walsh, please. More people are on here. Are here. Zariah Jermaine George, please.
Tonight anyways.
Welcome.
40.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
Laminated and everything. You guys aren't messing around.
Okay.
So we're from LCC, and we're asking permission to host our second Hispanic Heritage Month Festival at the North Common Park.
Give me a second. Everything in here?
It's a sponsorship opportunity. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So as you can see in there, last year we weren't expecting to have this great of turnout, and also we were not expecting anything because we didn't know how to do this.
Okay.
But it came out to be a really great opportunity for Lowell. Even the city started to take this as a flagship for sponsoring these opportunities for people to come outside of Lowell to visit Lowell and have fun during this time of year. We're celebrating the Hispanic Heritage Month. As you can see, there are some pictures in the back that shows and highlights some of the activities that happen during the event. We're partnering up with a lot of colleges to have their clubs and music groups to come and play with us. We're also looking for sponsorships because some of the musicians are not free. We had to pay for their travel and expenses. So that's pretty much what we're looking for here. And we know all the logistics, and we have a bigger team now. And this was a great event, so I hope we can continue doing it for the years.
Oh, good, good. Everything went well. You want to do it again? That's
Yes.
nice. So what do you need from us specifically?
From you, we need permission to host the event.
Okay.
We also need a presence from DPW. I know last year they give us electricity, so we need access to electricity for some of the vendors and also the musicians and custodians.
Okay.
Yep.
Shannon?
Yeah,
Please.
last year we did this event, we worked through the city with the case office.
Okay,
So they covered all the overtime costs.
all right. So you're on board with this?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
it was a great event last year.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you.
How many sites will this be at?
Just at the North Common Park.
Just at the North Common,
Yes.
just the one? Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully in 2 years we can host in multiple areas.
Oh, okay. Something like the folk festival?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm glad it took off, and I'm glad it's doing well.
Yes.
The more we have of this, the better the city will be. Okay. So, what do we have? So that's Saturday and Sunday. Total fee would be $350. Right. Any questions or concerns? Yes.
No, my question was that since this is something that has the support of the city, there's no extra cost. I think that it makes sense to waive the fee on this.
I'll second it.
Okay. All right. Anyone else?
I think
Haley?
I sent you an email. Was the first a rain date or is it a 2-day? I think I missed that.
regular, like the normal day,
Yeah.
the second is the rain day.
Okay,
All right.
thanks. That's all.
So I'll make it a formal motion to accept the dates and time requested with no fee.
I'll second it.
You have a second?
Yeah, Kiki.
All right. Further discussion?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I just have a comment that I attended this event last year, well organized, well attended, and I take my head off and I applaud the people for running the event. It was, I had a good time there.
Good.
I enjoy your show.
As long as Member Keith had a good time, then we're okay. My motion stands.
He didn't get locked up, right? No.
I almost got tempted to get up there and dance.
You should.
Oh, boy.
No, you don't want that.
If you're gonna dance,
You don't want
pull
people to
back
go
my
away.
motion.
He's got 2 left feet.
We can teach you. We had classes there before every dance, so
Great job, well attended, people
We'll
well
pass on
behaved.
that
It
request.
was a good job, good show.
thank you.
Good job.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You're
guys.
welcome. Raza Frebe, please. Welcome.
She couldn't make it, so I'm representing her today, so.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So we're just requesting permission to use the pavilion at Shed Park for July 9th.
Okay.
It's for community barbecue with hosting with the church, with Grace Point Church.
All right. Let me just read this, please. Okay. All right. Let's review the first part. You had requesting a $200 credit from last year?
Yes,
Could you
'cause-
explain that to me, please?
So I requested a permit to use the green area, I believe it's called, and the area wasn't maintained. We couldn't use it because, the grass was high, it wasn't well maintained, so we had requested to see if we paid for that and requested to see if we could use that credit, apply that for the pavilion.
Okay. You have any insight into that, Shannon?
I don't.
I think they must have been talking about using the picnic area up in front of the Pine School.
Oh.
So I hadn't heard any complaints until now. It's a
This is,
little late to do anything about it now.
this is the first time you've issued the complaint, sir?
I think she had brought it up, once before, and they said to bring it up here in the hearing.
Yeah, well, this is the commissioner of the DPW, and he said it's the first he's heard of it. And I'm not sure whether you're in the right location, because the location was prepped and ready for you. So if you went to A and it should have been B, then that could have explained why there was a problem.
So Reza did say she tried to reach out, but I don't know who it was with, but if anything, I think there might have been miscommunication where she had to come back to like a meeting to get the credit.
Right.
Same thing now, but
And she didn't?
she didn't put the request in until the beginning of this month for the new one, so I don't know.
All right, that makes it difficult.
Chairman, Chairman, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Did she take any pictures of the area at all to show that,
I am not sure that if she has, but if she did, what I could do is I'll tell her to send it to whoever she has for the email
because
contact.
for somebody to come in here and request a credit,
Yep.
and they have to show us something that is why it was,
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
It's hard for us to, to award you a credit that we don't know, we just can't take your word.
Okay.
Not saying you're not telling us the
Yeah,
truth.
no, so I'm representing her today. She
Yeah, I know,
couldn't
we
make it,
understand that.
graduation, all that
Right.
fun stuff, so.
Okay, I understand.
But I will relay the message to her. I'll let her know about the credit. And I'll have her handle that.
Because it's hard for us to issue a credit,
Yeah.
especially a year later.
Right,
It's
right.
hard.
Okay. Well, we still need to request the
Right.
permission to use the pavilion, so.
Shed permit, yeah, but still.
Also, just to clarify, just because I don't know what happened, but the picnic tables, like the location she had last year, isn't anywhere near the pavilion. It's actually off of Boylston Street, so it's like totally opposite end of the park.
Okay.
So it just, maybe it was like miscommunication where she thought it was the
All right.
picnic tables near the pavilion, but we can't permit those because they're open to the public next to the splash pad. So just, not that it matters anyway, because you're getting the pavilion this time, but
Yep.
just in case.
All right. Yeah, I'll relay the message to her and I'll have her reach out to whoever.
All right.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Could I please have the speaker's name who's speaking on behalf of?
Name, please, sir?
Jose Rivera.
Jose Rivera.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so we'll slide by that one, Jose.
Okay.
We'll deal with, you're still gonna want the park for this July, is that correct?
Yes, July 9th.
Okay. And, all right.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I'm going to make a motion that we grant the two. I just think that from what I'm hearing from both sides, there might have been a conflict here. I don't think that, someone representing a church is going to come here and say something was done. I think there might have been a conflict on what area they were actually supposed to be at. So I don't think we're hearing that often. I think we're a community-oriented board that wants people to use the field. So I'm going to say, Mr. Manager, I'm going to make the motion that we credit him for the $200 that was paid towards the city last year for him to use the park this year. That's going to be my motion.
All right, so that's your motion, and grant the permit for this year? Or you want to just handle
So we
A?
just knock their total cost down to 120.
Down to 120. Yeah, I can understand, that's what I brought it up, I said there'd be some confusion, and, he said, if you come right back to us right away, it would have been, no problem, done.
We would ask that of anybody who has a permit.
Yeah.
If there's a problem, if you need to notify someone as soon as possible, and if you're a year later, you can see the conflict we're having, but that's for any future.
Okay.
We know that all of our green space is well-maintained. Right, Shannon?
Right.
Well, as we know, there's several areas up there back at Shed Park that people can use. Like you're saying, there's one across the street from the school, which is, you can technically say it's Shed Park, and then there's another one right near the pond. There's another little area, so there's different areas that are
Right.
related to this
Oh, yeah, you
request.
can,
That aren't your typical maintained.
And I can
areas,
see
yeah.
it being some little bit of confusion, and that is my motion, Mr. Chairman.
okay. I think this year, before you go and make sure you know which locations it's gonna be.
It's the big building.
And then you can
Right on
always
Roger
check
Street.
with the commissioner.
big building.
With a lot of rocks,
With the
big
commissioner
rocks.
to make sure you're in the right spot. If not, you could call him, they could bring you and show you where the area is, sir.
Okay.
It creates confusion for you and your people coming. I'm sure it was not a fun situation, so we don't want to have that happen again. Okay? And she conveniently can't be here, so you have to face the music, right? Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. All right, so we have motion on the table to accept the date for Sunday, July 9th, and the fee is going to be $120. And
Second it.
that's been seconded, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries, you're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay. Susanna Ismatul, please. Susanna Ismatul?
So John,
Hi. How did I get?
well, just because you already know, they only need July 15th and the 16th, so the proposed fee would be $200.
Right.
So you can make your notes now.
Oh, okay.
So what are the dates they need, Kate?
Just the middle one, July
July
15th and
15th.
July 16th.
I had forgot to take it off before I posted the
Okay.
agenda, so it's my fault.
Salsa in the park?
Yes, so we are.
Could you show us a little bit of that?
We are Global Salsa in the Park, and this is our 7th year, actually.
Oh, good.
So we have been coming back to you guys to request the North Common Stage area
Mm-hmm.
for us to host our event for the 7th year. This year, we work with the Mass Cultural Council, so the
Okay.
local cultural council has been granting us grants to be able to host this wonderful event. We work with Meta Movements, which has been running this event in Boston for over 10 years.
Okay.
So again, we're in our 7th year. This year, we're going to focus on the little ones. We reinvent ourselves every year. This year, we are, obviously, it's always been a family event, but this year, we really want to focus on the little ones and have just an area to host for the tiny ones to come and learn salsa. We usually have a salsa lesson that is for everyone. But again, this year we'll have a specific salsa lesson for just the little ones, salsa lesson for the adults. And then we will have a DJ who's also here with us, DJ who's also my life partner / business partner in this. He's the Llewellyn in this equation. And so we are hoping to host our event again. There'll be lessons, there will be percussion corner, there will be music, performances, and just a lot of social dancing. So please come and dance with us, and that's an invitation to everyone. So, that's all we're asking.
With all your energy, it sounds like a lot of fun.
We do have a lot.
Which is great.
Thank you.
Okay. Questions or concerns?
I have a question, Mr. Chairman. Susanna, do you coordinate when you're saying you're looking for some of the younger children? Do you coordinate with some of the local areas, neighborhood leads, like the Roberto Clemente lead and the Coalition for a Better Acre, to let their information know out there of what you're doing that day?
So we were hoping to obviously secure this very thing,
Yes.
to make sure to start talking to some people that are connected to these, the Boys and Girls Club. We have a friend who actually is hosting concerts on Wednesday nights, who's also connected to the schools, so we're gonna be talking about that. Let's talk now that you've said that. So anyone who is here who works or is connected to anyone with children, please, we want to hear. We are on social media, on Facebook, the Old South Side in the Park. Please reach out to us, because that is exactly what I was going to mention too, because it's wonderful to be able to just connect all of the different agencies that are also working with young people. So please connect us. Yes.
And also talking to, I know him by Pico, but he has like a basketball league.
Yes.
At the Acre, so we've
Yeah.
been chatting with him.
Right.
Because he hosts the basketball, and I think he has also, I'm not sure if he's the AYO also. I don't know if
Yeah,
he
he's
has a-
JCAYO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I used to run the AYO. Now he calls it JCAYO. So,
I played
yeah.
for AYO.
I might have coached you, I don't know. I was there long, many years ago.
So yeah, so thank you for mentioning that, because
Yeah.
that's we're definitely looking to connect with other agencies that are in the community
Okay.
that are working with young people, because we definitely want to make sure that we have the littles come out and
Okay.
be part
Yeah.
of the event.
All right, anything else? Any other questions or concerns? So member is going to do a presentation for us at your event?
What's that? What's that?
So Mr. Rudy's going to be
Another
doing a
dance joke.
presentation, a dance.
Right.
Thanks for
You
watching.
have to talk to my agent first.
Yeah, I did.
Einstein and Filizzi. No.
Do we have a second on that?
Nobody made a
No,
motion.
wait a minute.
Okay, we have a
Mr. Chair,
motion.
I'll make a motion that, given the involvement of the Lowell Cultural Council and the fact that it's geared mostly towards youth, as a resident youth permit would be a $0 permit.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates and times requested with no fee.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries, you're all set.
Thank you very much. I hope to see all of you guys there dancing with us that day.
If Mr. Rudy is going to perform, I will definitely.
Yes, we will. We'll do it for you.
Have to do a
Thank
boxing
you very much.
thing.
You guys have a
Thanks,
good
guys.
All right, thank you. Okay. Kayla Bellamontes, please. Kayla Bellamontes. Welcome.
So yes, we are requesting Shed Park for a company outing. Basically, it's just gonna be casino management companies or property management company, and we're gonna just have like an employee appreciation day type of thing.
Okay.
So we'll just do like cornhole out there. We'll probably have some little yard games set up, nothing crazy. And then the only other thing is we are gonna have a food truck. I don't know if that's a problem, but we have a food truck for the food.
Okay. Now, the food truck, we have limitations with the food truck and park? Am I correct in that?
I thought we didn't allow food trucks on the premise.
Pardon?
I thought we didn't allow food trucks on the premise.
It's a shed, they could pull in the front. How, we all, that Shannon, they allowed that?
At the parking garages.
There was one actually there last Thursday during the day for the city event, so.
Right, okay.
It would feel hypocritical to
Right.
say no.
Okay. Are you familiar with the park, the pavilion? So right in,
Yes, like
yeah,
the
the.
front driveway?
Right in the front.
We go in there,
Right. Okay.
and then we put a rain gate for the
Oh, okay. All right, so that should be okay. What is the fee, Haley, 100 or
So they're
120?
only paying for one custodian fee because of the rain date.
Because of
But
the rain
They're
date.
paying the permit to hold the rain date.
Oh, okay, all
So
right,
it's like a half.
all right.
You would just have to let me know so that I can let Shannon know which date you end up using.
Okay.
All right. Okay, you have further questions? Guess not.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
Will you guys, just because there's gonna be another event after you, do you have like a big breakdown? Is it gonna take you guys,
The event's before us, right?
is it?
Yeah, I think it.
Oh, yeah, you're the
2 to
afternoon one.
6.
Okay, sorry, there's a, yeah, okay.
It'll be minimal, like.
So
setup
big
and
setup,
everything.
okay.
Yeah, some folding chairs, that's really it.
Okay.
Okay. There's an event before them?
Yeah.
Haley? Okay, thank you. Okay,
Tonight, too. The other event.
all right.
These are the signs out there.
They are.
No vendors allowed, right?
It was the ice cream truck that was there for 20 years.
We're gonna allow.
But it says
it.
right here, no vendor allowed unless permitted by the Board of Parks.
I guess we're permitting
We're
it.
permitting
We're
it,
permitted, so they can use it then.
right.
Don't pay attention to the sign when you're there.
Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates and time requested for a total fee of $220.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck. You're welcome.
And it says one sign says not allowed, the next sign says that we approve it.
If Mr. Finnegan's watching, he's rolling around.
All right, David Porter, please. David Porter.
Good evening.
Good evening, welcome. What can we do for you, David?
I was looking for permission to use Cawley Stadium for soccer for Mondays and Wednesdays on the 10 dates listed from about that time period. We'd like to actually use Cawley Stadium. It wasn't an option to choose. We've used it for the past 2 years, and we'd like to ask for the fee be waived. It's for the boys Lowell High soccer team.
These are all weekdays that you have someone staffed, Shannon?
Yes. Monday through Friday.
What time are they out there to, Shannon?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, okay.
From 5 to 9, okay. This is not just for practice, for games as well, I would assume.
This is just for games,
Just-
Mondays and Wednesday nights.
And who do they play?
We play other teams in the Merrimack Valley Conference, Central Catholic, Tuscarawas, Drake, who's ever signed up to play in the league.
All right, so this is just your summer preseason type.
Basically a summer league.
The
We just don't have a name for it like the baseball team does.
Yeah, they've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Northeast Soccer, same thing.
There we go.
Yeah, they've been playing this for years, and
I'll make a motion to approve the dates and time requested with no fee.
I'll second.
further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all
I'm
set.
sorry, could we use Cawley Stadium? It wasn't an option when you choose, when you click Cawley, it says for football.
Is Cawley available, Haley?
The turf field?
The turf field, we've used that the last 2 years.
Sorry, because you had put in for the soccer field, so I don't know if the turf is open. You can give tentative approval, and I'll look tomorrow, but
I'll have to look and see.
I don't know.
So we could approve Lucas Carvalho Field, and if Cawley's available, we could just move them over?
Yeah.
All right, I'll amend my motion to include that with also no fee.
So right now, we're gonna permit the Lucas Cavano Field, and if the stadium is available, then we're gonna allow that,
Flip 'em over.
correct? Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll second that motion.
Just for future things too, it's under like the William Rizzo's turf, whatever the whole official name is, so it's the same, like it's just a different option on there, so it is on there.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay,
Drop
because the
down,
name
it
is so long on there, so.
came up football, okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay. You all set with that, David?
I'm all set, thank you.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, have a good night.
Used to referee that league all summer.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Who's Harmony Park?
Huh?
Who's this Harmony?
Cut out there some days. So.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's somewhere.
Cross Street.
They water it down in your Lowell.
Okay, little
I
park.
wanted to
believe.
be some,
think we're gonna do that last
astroturf.
I wasn't there last
No, I think. But I heard last week.
On the grass, it's like 80. You step on the turf, it's like 120. Oh, man, it hurts. Okay. Patrick Naganu, please. Open air family gathering, Harmony Park, green space. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'd like to request, I think it's Harmony Park for July 8th. Just this is our association family gathering. It's going to be, so it's kind of cultural meeting. We're going to be having kids, bringing kids, so we can do some cultural exchange, teaching some culture to the kids. That's what we like to do.
Okay. I'm just reading the request.
Totally fine.
Okay. Sorry.
A little story, it's nice.
No, it's nice. Nice to read this. Cameroon.
Yes, originally from.
So am I.
So you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
My parents are from Cameroon.
who's that?
Kingsley and Josephine.
I think I know Kingsley.
Mm-hmm. Everyone does.
I think I know Kingsley.
This Harmony Park?
Wait, Harmony Park is across the street from St. Patrick's Church. Is that correct, on Cross Street?
Yeah, I do believe it's Cross Street. It's kind of tricky because when you.
It's
pull
right behind
from- Yeah.
Right across the street from the church.
It looks like it loops around.
Ecumenical park, or?
Huh?
But it says Cross Street when you look on Google Map.
Right, crossing Adams Street, and there's some condos there, and right behind the condos, where there used to be the cleaners, used to be in the corner. There's the cleaners on Broadway and Adams Street, and then there's some condos along Adams Street, and right behind the condos, I believe it's Harmony Park.
Yeah, I do believe it's that.
Cross Street.
Cross Street.
Yeah, right across the street from St. Patrick's Church, I believe. I think we asked that question at one of the meetings.
We did, yeah, a
weren't
couple of
sure.
weeks ago.
You're correct.
Months ago, I should.
What's that?
Across the street from the church.
Yes.
I mean, if it's in the acre, you obviously know where it is.
No,
I
no.
don't want to go there, I might have slept there, no. Let's be nice, let's be nice.
That's why it's called Harmony Park.
We don't need to
So you're gonna have food there for the kids, for the people too, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be bringing food.
You're not gonna do any cooking there at all?
So that is something I also wanted to ask was part of the concern. One of the things that we wanted to do was grilling, because it's hot, so I don't know what is allowed, what is not allowed. So we have.
You could grill as long as it's charcoal. No gas grills allowed at all.
All right, do we need to pull a permit with the fire department for grilling?
Usually a good idea to just call them and let them know.
We
So
just-
if someone calls it, there's
They see
smoke
the
in Harmony
smoking,
Park,
right.
they'll say, well, there's grilling there, so they'll know. So just give them a heads up.
Okay, that's good to know, thank you.
Now, is this primary for the children of Lowell, kids from Lowell? Or are you inviting kids from,
So there's a big population in Lowell for sure.
it's for Lowell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do have, they will be coming from also different, because again, it's Massachusetts, it's a New England association, so they'll be coming from, we have a big community in Malden, we have Worcesters, so they'll be coming, but yeah, big communities in Lowell as well.
Is there a street near there, Harmony Street?
You're still trying to find it?
Cross Street.
Cross
Cross
Street.
Street.
It's Cross Street, yeah.
Street, all right.
Okay, Chairman Belushi, Mr. Reed.
No, I do, I'm just,
They
I was
changed
bringing that
Marion
up for
Street.
my own
It used to be the
edification.
corner of Marion Street, but Marion Street is now, what is it, Dublin? Or
Dublin
one they
Street,
live-
yeah.
They changed the. Really showing my age there. Marion Street, people don't even know where Marion or LaGrange Street is.
Change it from Frenchies to the.
Yeah,
Irish
yeah.
people. I remember that.
And I know, yeah, there's this church, there's the thing right, yeah, it's not very big.
No, it's
No,
not a
you
very
got-
big
you
lot.
got- yeah, that general vicinity right there. Okay, that's Cross Street. Okay. I don't think there's anybody competing for it, I wouldn't say a fee be necessary. Okay. Any questions or concerns?
Nope.
I'll make a motion to accept the date and times for $100.
I'm also gonna ask if you don't mind, because again, I'm not sure because I heard with the previous people that stood up here, as far as the restroom, we're allowed to rent it, right? Have it, right? restroom. Just want to double check that.
You know, can I just tell you with my past experience, if you're gonna rent a porta potty and you're gonna have it there over the weekend, like at the day you're looking for a Saturday, so the earliest they'll pick it up is on a Monday, there would be somehow, if you could chain it down to something so that it can't be tipped over or whatever, because now you have a bigger problem, because if it's damaged, you're responsible for the porta potty. So if there's something in the area where you can chain it down or do something secure it, just from past experience,
Okay.
it's
Right.
best to do that, because you'll be picking up the cost of the porta potty.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
And really quick, you know, sometime when we have kid, we also wanted to play some music, just for the area, but.
As long as it's not too loud.
Okay.
That's much.
One double, thank you.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna be an issue.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'll second Tom's motion.
Do we have a, wait a minute, we have a second, okay. Further discussion? All in favor?
I just have one question, if I may, Mr. Chairman. It's just that there might be a mass going on there across the street. I'm not sure if they do a Saturday mass like they used to at St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
So you might want to just touch, bases with them to let them know you're doing this. I don't think they'd want music blaring if they're trying to do a mass. You know, you're about 50 feet away from the church, or not even that, so you're right across from the church. Just out of courtesy, to let them know that.
You don't want them playing Def Leppard when they got stuff going on, you know?
You don't want that.
There's music in the church. Maybe they can recruit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a courtesy.
Those
Okay,
guys seem like more fun. Let's go.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Very much.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
So I will be sending paying the fee online, right? Whatever.
Yes, follow up with
Here, so
Sharon.
tonight.
Okay.
All right.
Blanca Munoz, please. Blanca Munoz?
Hi, good evening. I'm Blanca Munoz. I'm just wanted to add, and this is Tocolosa Park, Green Park. It's for, I need a little bit more space.
You need more space?
Yes, because I'm already rent in the number one, the fifth one. And
The multipurpose field in addition to the previously approved.
Party is so awesome. You need more space. I like it.
yes, in the green one.
Great.
So she's looking for the.
Yeah, there's a multi-purpose field there.
Yeah. The multi-purpose field. Yeah. That's what they do some flag.
So is it-
I was just gonna say, flag football.
Fall. That's cool. Cool.
Haley, if I may, Mr. Chairman? is there
Sure, go
anything
ahead.
else- Is there anything else going on at that,
Field.
that you know of?
As of right now, there's a couple flag football permits in the fall, but all of the dates she requested are good to go.
Okay, thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates and time requested for a fee of $850.
I'll second it.
Okay. Any other things you need?
No,
No, you're all
just
set
more
with that?
space.
Okay. We have, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're
Have a
welcome.
nice one.
Okay. Tim Jeroche, please. Tim Jeroche?
I'm not Tim.
I noticed that.
I'm Sherry Spalding with the International Institute in New England,
Okay.
and we're just looking to have a World Refugee Day event for our ESL students on the Tuesday, June 20th. We'll probably actually, at Shed Park Pavilion.
Okay.
We're probably only going to be there 10 to 12, but I think the time slot is like a 9 to 1.
9 to 1, right. Okay.
So it's just kind of, I think we're going to be bringing pizzas or something very easy, carry in, carry out. No,
Oh, okay.
not a lot of food, just kind of activities and gathering for the end of the year celebration.
Oh, all right. Do you need anything from us?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Can I have one question, Chairman?
Sure, go ahead.
We have a custodian fee, but that's during a day. Don't we have a custodian there?
There will be somebody there at that time, yes.
That's all.
All right, so we don't need a custodian.
You don't need it, you don't need a custodian.
So waive the 120.
Yep.
Knock it down to 50.
Yep.
Somebody make a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the time and dates for a fee of $50.
Second.
Wonderful, thank you.
Get a second?
Second.
Second by Kiki.
Okay. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening.
Ivana Dawa, please. Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I didn't put any information in this request, I'm sorry, it's a little bland. I requested it last year, we did like a harvest festival with Tufts, big community event. I will not be grilling, it's way too much work, there'll just be pizza, there'll be a DJ. Same thing we did last year, we had about 150 people, 200 people last year. I'm anticipating the same. And a bunch of community organizations got together through a resource fair for people, provided free food, music, you know, the usual for CBA.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
CBA, that's the son of all.
So from 8 to...
The 8th is for a rain date, just in case.
Okay. All right. Okay, so the total cost for the 2 dates would be $175. Okay.
I'll make the motion to accept the dates and times, a fee of $170, it is $175.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Also, thank you for dropping off mulch in my garden. I never said thank you for that.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Good night. Same to you. Paul Lamin, please. Paul Lamin. Oh. I'm sorry, my mouth is dry.
Good evening.
Welcome.
I'm seeking permission to use the Bank Park soccer field on the 15th of July.
LeBlanc Park on Saturday, July 15th.
Is there a soccer field up there?
It's in the
Yes,
front,
there
it's in
is.
the front.
When you say picnic, are you going to be cooking?
Right next to that.
Mostly pre-cooked food, but we'll probably have a grill.
You'd have to, yeah, no, can't use propane, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you're going to be doing up there?
No, just soccer and picnic.
Just a picnic. Okay. College reunion.
Yeah.
Alcoholic beverages?
Just say no.
Say no. If you are using them, you make sure nobody sees them. Okay, and that's frowned upon. Okay. Any questions for us?
No, I started listening, so I have understanding what I need to do.
Okay.
Very good.
Questions, concerns?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Just want to let you know, no bathrooms at the facility unless a baseball game's going on at the time. So just so you can prepare for that.
Yeah, I read a part of it.
Okay. Thank you, Shannon. Okay.
I'll make the motion to accept the time and dates for a fee of $100.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set.
Thank you.
Okay, Dwayne Wheeler, please. Community cookout. Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm Pastor Dwayne Wheeler, pastor of the Greater Deliverance Temple Church here in the city of Lowell, Massachusetts. I'm asking for permission to have a community cookout at Armory Park on Saturday, June the 24th. It is going to be a multicultural event. I do pastor a multicultural church, so we're looking to have food from our Hispanic community, from our Asian community, also our Caucasian community, and yes, our Black community. We'll be having some ribs and do some things that are all a part of the different cultures, and we'll just be wanting to do that on that day.
Okay. Any special requests you have for us?
No, sir, we already have, one of our sponsors will be taking care of our trash, so that will be a non-issue for us.
Okay. And you're aware of the cooking?
Yes,
Gas?
no propane.
Okay.
We don't want to blow up low.
No, definitely not, definitely not. Okay. Anyone else have any concerns?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
Since it's a community-oriented event, I would like to waive the fee of $50 in good grace for the neighborhood.
Thank you.
In keeping,
Okay.
I'll second it.
So is that a motion?
yes, it is,
Rudy?
Mr. Chairman.
All right. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Pastor.
Thank you very much.
God bless. Okay, moving right along now. Okay. Callie Chen? Callie Chen, please? No. Okay. Loseline Reynoso, please?
Good evening, and it's Jocelyn Reynoso.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
What can we do for you?
So I just wanted to request is it South Common? South Common Park for June 24th and June 25th. I wanted to host a community 3-on-3, 3 versus 3 basketball tournament.
Okay.
But we didn't just want to do like a basketball tournament. We actually wanted to also promote youth entrepreneurship. So we wanted to have some child vendors there. I wanted to provide free food for the community and the kids, and just promote kind of family unity. I grew up in the neighborhood. My son is growing up in the neighborhood. There's a lot of kids that are not being reached. I noticed a lot of the events that they do for the children, it's usually either super profitable or it's completely out of the Highlands. I have yet to see like a good community outreach for the kids in the Highlands. So that is honestly my main concern. I'm not really asking for anything but permission. I have a few people that are already, some local businesses that are willing to donate food. I have a DJ who actually works at the radio. He's willing to come spin for the kids and everything, play music for them for free. I have a free host. I have referees that are willing to come and referee for me free of charge. So I'm literally only asking for permission. And also, my main concern was the electricity. I know that was something that was brought up to me and concerned because of the park is actually being closed for, I believe renovations or something for the summer.
But there's no electricity up near the courts at all.
Okay. So in regards to that, I would have to bring a generator? Okay. So that is something that I would be able to
Yes.
provide if so. Okay, awesome, okay.
Right, we don't provide that.
No, that's okay.
Okay,
I'm like, that's
Once
on my
upon
list
a
of
time,
things
we
to
did
tackle.
provide
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that, but
I
not
just want to see all I need is the permission, that's it.
Okay.
I'm doing it for the community, I'm not getting anything out of it.
Okay. And, okay. Is this for the children to play?
Yes, only kids, I want all kids.
All right. So use the child.
With the exception of, I am gonna have some local businesses, they're sponsors, of course, they're adults.
Okay.
But they're also gonna be offering, like, for instance, like some free haircuts to the kids, things like that of that nature.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Keith.
Is the current construction going on there, is this anything up in that area, Shannon?
No, it won't
It's not in that
interfere
area.
with them at all.
With that being said, again, a community-oriented event built around the children of the kids from that area in the city of Lowell, I'm going to ask that we can waive the fee for this
Wow,
event.
thank you so much, thank you.
It hasn't passed yet, it's just my
Thank you.
opinion.
I'll second that. Thank you for the consideration.
Absolutely.
All right. We get a motion, we get a second. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
And if any of your kids are in the Highlands, send them my way.
Okay.
What is the age group? I'm sorry?
It's gonna be 12 to 14 years
12 to
old,
14.
So I wanna keep it strictly there. I feel like that's actually the age group that.
Okay.
Nothing
We don't want to send teenagers down there, not 12.
You can send them to, I'll take them all. I love it. Thank you.
12 to 14 from the Highlands, I think I can probably help out with that.
Okay. Emily Kaufman, please. Emily Kaufman, 3-on-3. Oh.
Email, yep, that's your email.
Oh.
Thank you very much for your time. This is basically a 3-on-3 street ball basketball competition. And I think it's important because street ball is very popular throughout the entire country, in particular Lowell. Everyone loves the game. This would be a competition open to everybody. There'd be no registration fee. There would be active sponsors that would be sought, since there would be a cost for the referee, basketball, depending upon the kind of crowd that actually shows up there, a police detail. Of course, all the appropriate paperwork like waivers and that kind of a thing would be, required from all the participants. I think, there would be a prize structure. Right now, it just would be trophies, but it's hard to project exactly if that would be the only thing that would be awarded. It's going to be a social media campaign to generate involvement. I can see it being heavily attended and something that would be very dynamic for the overall community. I guess that's about it. Thank you for your time.
Okay. What's the age group on these, please? The age group on this, sir.
Right. Here's the thing. Generally, obviously, it involves young people. So I would think that, with parental consent, you can probably get, 15, 18. Between those ages would involve consent. After that, it would just require, the appropriate paperwork that the city would require. But otherwise, it's open to everybody.
When you say paperwork, what are you referring to, sir?
Say it again?
When you say paperwork, what are you
All right. I would assume, this is just an assumption, that the city would require a waiver to anybody participate, a liability kind of a thing. You can't have, a tournament like that without appropriate registration and paperwork. And this is just an assumption on my part.
Well, that's not a city-sponsored event.
My hearing, do you mind if I move?
This is not a city-sponsored event. You're sponsoring, so you'd be responsible for the paperwork.
He's talking, doing waivers on for himself, not for the
Right.
city.
The city of Lowell, this is not a city of Lowell
I
sponsored
understand
event.
that. Okay, so.
You would have to, the waivers would be for you.
Okay, so.
And what is the name of the organization? Do you have an organization
Well,
established?
3 weeks ago, I appeared before the city council.
Okay.
And I said, there should be something with bottom-up initiative that, wouldn't just be city organizations or the city itself. It would be the public at large that can promote and actively promote an event that would make the city more dynamic. And this is just one of those things where an average person from Lowell can come up with an initiative and try to promote it on their own. So it's within that spirit that I'm trying to pursue this particular event.
Awesome.
Wish you good luck. A lot of work.
I know. Thank you very much.
In Emo, as far as, and the chairman is 100% correct, it's not a city-sponsored event. It's something
I
that,
understand.
so if I may finish. So if you're talking about a waiver has to be, you have to endure the responsibility. If someone is hurt while participating, you would have to have a waiver in hand prior to. And most times a waiver just releases you of injuries that might happen during the participation. So, but that's incumbent upon you and the participants. That's not something the city gets involved in.
I understand.
Okay. Even these youth organizations across the city that runs an organization, they have some of these requests. That's endured by the lead, and the responsibility is, if anybody gets hurt, is the lead. Because most leads in the city, when I run a lead, you have to have insurance on your kids. In case something does happen to your children, that's the responsibility of the lead that's running that event. It's their responsibility to have insurance, because if someone does get seriously hurt, it can come back onto you if there's no insurance from the lead. That's my experience with a responsibility of who's responsible as far as waivers.
It's going to be online registration, so
Right.
that's going to be included, but, that's clear.
All right. Those dates available? Haley? Okay. It's 12 to 2 on August 19th and 12 to 2 on August 20th. Is that correct?
I'm sorry.
Your dates, sir.
I'm sorry? The dates?
The dates, 12 to 2 on Saturday the
It's 2
19th,
days,
and
it's
12
it's
to
on
2.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, 19th and the 20th, right?
Okay. All right. Anybody willing to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the dates and time requested for a fee of $50.
I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, sir. It'd be a
Thank you very
fee of $50.
Yes, do I need an hour? Or can,
You'll get an email from
You get in.
Haley.
can I give it to you on tomorrow?
You have to pay online through our website.
Okay, sure, I'll do it that way.
So it was your account that submitted the request, right? So you'll just have to log in with your username and password, and then you'll see, as soon as I generate the invoice, you'll get an email, so you can click directly on the link or just log into your account, and then from there, just pay it with a credit or debit card online.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, good luck, sir.
Thanks.
Brittany Lorenzo, please. Brittany Lorenzo? No. Morgan Crotto, please. Marcos Miranda, please.
Oh, sorry, he canceled.
No.
Oh, things didn't work out for Marcos.
Marcos, that's going good. All right.
Anytime you cancel,
Sombra
wait,
McDowney,
permit,
please.
that's not good.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Looking for permission to do Juneteenth. We're doing like a, what are we doing, a field day for UTEC
Okay.
on that date, June 16th, from like 9 to 1 at Olivera Park.
And what are you doing?
We're gonna do a Juneteenth field day
Okay.
with
which
the young
means what?
adults.
What are you
So
gonna be
like, you know,
doing?
sack races, we'll have food, but it will be catered.
All right.
So nothing, no live cooking or anything like that.
All right.
So just playing games with the youth. Just looking for permission for that day.
Okay. Just a fun day, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Good. Okay. Questions or concerns?
Mr. Chairman, I would ask
Yes.
that we waive the fee, since it's a community-oriented event, that we waive any fee for this event.
Thank you.
I make that in form of a motion.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Okay. Tyler Batze, please. Lowell Transitional Living Center. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tyler. Thank you for your time. With Lowell Transitional Living Center, and we're looking to have a field day in Shed Park.
Friday, August 25th. Is that correct, Tyler? Okay, from 9 to 1?
Yes. It's a community-oriented event. We're going to have about 80 of our clients from our transitional housing as well as the homeless shelter out to celebrate health and wellness.
Okay. Your custodian at the field that day?
There will be.
It will be? All right, so we can, custodian, we can wipe that out. Okay.
It's on 50.
That'll be a fee of $50?
Okay. In addition to.
Mr.
Just
Chairman.
50 total,
Just
as opposed
50.
to 170.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the custodian will be there anyways, Tyler, so. There are times when there isn't one, when we add one, we have to add that in. Okay, questions or concerns?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
again, it's a community-oriented event. I want to be consistent, and when people are going out of their way to put on a community event to make us a better community, I'm going to waive any fees for this event. That is my motion.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Tyler.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Johnson Prack, please. Johnson Pratt? Shahaya Khan? Welcome.
I'm coming back basically, came last month.
Yes, you did.
As you know, we made a cricket wicket for a community, right? We had no cricket, proper place to play for the community.
Right.
So we made it, our initial budget was much less than what we thought. Looks like all this COVID thing and inflation, things went out of roof, and we ended up paying a huge amount, about 22,000 or so. So with that-
22,000?
Yes, so we have, I got the receipts and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, to have put the turf on the concrete wicket, that was about like $4,000.
Okay.
So initially when we started this project, we thought that it would be around 10 to 12,000.
Right, I remember that,
Yeah,
right.
but then because we had to put the concrete on top of it, then we had to put the turf on top of it, it became a huge amount. So luckily enough, we had people in the community who were able to give us a loan,
Okay.
interest free. So we got that from them and we built it because we wanted to use it as a community. Now, because of all the depth we have, we wanted to see if City of Leopold can help us by waiving the fee for this year for us, so the community can basically play
Okay.
without any issues. So
Right.
that's the motion.
All right, so basically you created a field where there wasn't one before, and you put your own money up. Has anybody else been out to look at it?
I've been up there, but I haven't.
No.
That was a couple weeks ago. I don't know how soon
yeah.
it was up there, but I didn't see any notice
You
it.
been by it, Shannon?
I just came from here. We're working on filling in the low spot areas that were holding water days after it would rain out, and we increase the size of the field. We get rid of a lot of the brush in the back.
Nice.
So we're in the process of filling in the low spots and looming everything and seeding everything up there.
Okay.
And I wanted to take this opportunity and thank you, Shannon, for all the help he has given. So, working with us and making the ground better so people can play easily. And there's no water out there.
I know, I went up a couple of days after the meeting and went and saw it, the thing was there, and I saw it all staked off, and I could see what was wet in some spots, and,
Right.
I wasn't exactly sure what I was gonna see.
Basically, to be honest, there's like a pool out there. I have few pictures, it looks like you can swim there.
Yeah, well, the birds could swim there. Okay. So our fee was gonna be what, $900?
No, so the total fee
Was
for
how much?
for the whole year is around 5,500.
Yeah, no, we're not.
So how much of your own money has been put into this as the league's money? How much did you guys fork over for this amount?
I'm sorry?
How much did you guys end up,
Have to pay
pay for total?
Install everything.
So the total amount was 22,200, something like that.
Wow.
We spent 22,000 of you guys' own money
Your
to
own money.
improve a field that anybody can use.
Anybody can do
Yeah, and that was, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was my question, that you understand, that since it is a public park, and other than the times that we permit for you to actually have your time, anybody can use it when you're not being there. You understand that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And when we did that, the reason we did it because we wanted to have a feel for community, right? So they
Right.
can go and play as well. The only request we had from you guys was that since we spent so much money on it, we should be given the priority because if we are using it, then no one should be allowed to play at that time. That's all. But other than that, it's a global field. Anybody can go and use
Right.
it and enjoy it.
So there you go, run the kids to swing at low strikes, send them over there.
Yeah, so we are basically trying to educate the kids,
Right.
under
I
12,
love it.
14, 16, so they can come and play and teach them how cricket is played.
I don't know how it's played. I enjoy watching it sometimes.
So we want to take this opportunity also, we are planning to organize a tournament where we want to
These
invite you guys as
credit
well.
last year's dates.
You guys can come enjoy the game, so we can teach you a little bit.
I
We
thought it was from
Shannon,
earlier this year.
How to play it. But at least-
How did that go, Shannon?
He tried to explain it to me. I just kind of nodded a lot.
Oh, okay.
So right now, Mr. Chairman, the request from this board is for the dates from October 1st to October 29th on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 AM to 5 PM. Is that correct? Is that the request before us tonight? And also to waive the fees as a,
Yeah, so we're basically requesting the whole fees to be waived.
Yeah.
This is, October is, when we put the request initially, we forgot to put October at that time, since the weather is much better right now, we can play at the end of October, so that's why we put that in.
The total permit
It's gonna be
fee,
hard for us to do.
total permit fee for the season.
I got a question on the dates. These last year's dates that you put in, March 6th, March 20th, the 21st, and the 28th, is that last year or this year? I mean, sorry, May, I'm sorry, May. Of this year,
These are the
2023.
dates they couldn't use because of the
Those days
rain.
we were not able to use because of the water on the field,
Right.
so because of the rain, so that's the credit.
So they're looking for a $400 credit here.
Yeah,
This would be
you
a
know,
$900 credit.
I
and
just
then-
checked,
then they're
I
looking
just
for
checked
that.
my schedule. I have higher those days and it was no rain. That's why I have a question.
Oh, I'm not looking at.
May not have been,
Past.
the field was not playable.
Yeah, even if there was no rain that day, fields can be unplayable. I think we all know that.
They did reach out to me every time they weren't able to play.
And I have the picture if you want, I have
Yeah.
the picture for those days.
If that helps any concept.
Yeah.
so the total permit fee would have been $53.25, and they've already paid $1,000 for dates they couldn't use because of
So
the fields
you-
are not playable. Is that
What
correct to
was,
say?
what was the field used for other than?
Shannon?
So I can try to explain, so just to be clear, so we paid around approximately 1,000 for the month of May.
Right.
And then out of those, like, I think we were not able to use 4 days, which I that Haley knows is 400.
Right.
And we are basically requesting anything to be waived from there on.
But what I'm seeing is the balance is $43.25.
Correct.
Is that correct?
So basically, because the balance is 4325, that includes the request for October as well, like the 900. So basically, either you choose to give them a credit for future permits, but if you're gonna waive the whole thing, then it would make sense to apply that credit as well.
So the 900 would actually be somewhere around 52 something, is that correct?
It's
If
including
you
the
put the
900,
40, the
sorry,
balance
it'd
from
be-
the last time plus the 900 for October, we're talking 52 something?
It would be 53, sorry, I forgot. It's 5325 including the 900. But
Okay,
because they've
okay.
already made a $1,000 payment, it's
It's
down to
43,
4325.
So they're looking to, because they kicked in 22 grand, they're looking to us to waive 4,000.
Yeah.
But if
I still
not,
think we win on that.
if you guys chose not to waive it, then they should get the credit for the 4 dates that they, but if you waive it, it doesn't matter. You'd be paying
Miss-
towards that anyway.
Mr. Chairman, I think with the investment that this group has made, I think, you know, I know the city of Lowell has tried to make this, you know, multicultural city, so we're reaching out to all different ethnic groups and trying to get them to use our fields for recreational purposes. So, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this for one time only, just for this one time permit only, I will make a motion to waive the fees of $43.25 for one time only. I don't want you to come back next year and say, well, we put the 22,000 in, we only got, I don't want to keep on going down that. But because the investment was made at this one time, I'm willing to waive the fee of $4,325. And that's in form of motion, Mr. Chairman.
I agree, I'll second that.
So that would be the total fee for this year. Okay. Future discussion? Gentlemen? Is that acceptable to you?
Yes, we really appreciate your help.
Okay.
regarding-
Do
If
you,
that makes sense, sorry, the credit would go towards that fee as well, so you guys wouldn't get any money towards next year, right? Just to make sure.
Right,
we're
this
all-
is- this is-
okay, good.
this
I just wanna
ends-
make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay.
so-
another question I have, is there additional expense required out there to bring the field up to the par, or what else has to be done?
It would just be on our end.
Just be on your,
Yes.
okay. All right, so there's no more,
Yeah, we have invested whatever we have to.
all right, so everything that, so you believe it's all up to snuff, that you don't have to do?
For next 7, 8, 10 years, I guess.
This is
Okay.
like 30 baseball fields in the city, should be at least one cricket field, right?
Right, yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
Okay.
John, just Mr. Chairman. It is shared with Lowell Youth Soccer and another cricket group, just to answer your question from
Okay.
earlier.
No, all right, thank you. Thanks.
So I hope the other cricket league doesn't come in looking for a credit.
They, I mean, they have not invested anything. We actually, at that time when we were building it, we requested them to see if they can help us. Because we have money and they declined the city. So, yeah.
Now, I'm taking the word, my motion is taking the word of the Commissioner of the Parks Department, who has worked with this group, and respectfully stated, and can attest that this group has invested their own money into making this field feasible for the purpose that they would like to use it for. And that's the reason of the motion, based on the comments of the Commissioner of the Parks.
And we have a second already.
Right,
so
you
we
didn't
just-
put that in, Shannon, right? They did.
I did not put that in. It would not be there at this point in
Right.
time if they didn't.
And
do
I
that.
went out and saw it, and I did see that it is put in, yes. Okay, so we have a motion, we have a second?
Yep.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Me, aye.
Motion carries. You opposed?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have 3 for, 1 against, is that correct?
It passes.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Very much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, that's 37. What else we got? Your name, sir? Brendan, okay.
He's back at the
Yeah,
beginning
and
7.
ma'am, your name, please?
She's next one here. She's number 38.
Sunny Yang? Oh, okay, you're up next anyways, okay.
Or gentleman.
Yes.
What's going on? Can I make a phone call and put in a speaker, my producer, so that way you can hear it? Can I put it in the front or you?
Producer?
Yeah,
You
go
put it
ahead.
there, we'll all hear it. Right?
We won't hear it. 'cause that's-
No? Okay, you can put it in front then, like I
There's a
said.
Hollywood going on here.
It's Evan, he had
So he
said that
does
she
that.
can call,
Okay.
Yeah, he has to
just in case you have
Movie
questions.
shoot at Clementi Park.
Hi, Aaron, you on the speaker now?
Okay, great.
Sorry, I need to put it down. Okay, you can talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so
Excuse me, can you state your name, please?
can you brief me a little bit? Are we talking about the
Who are we talking to?
third date
Evan.
Evan,
Oh, it is Evan, right?
Evan, my name is John Linehan, I'm the chairman, okay? We're dealing with one-day filming production, movie shoot, Clementi Park, the basketball courts, but possibly other parts of the park as well, for Thursday, August 3rd, 2023.
Yes, correct.
That is what is before us, okay?
Okay, great. Yes. So I guess I can explain a little bit about what we're doing. Tani is there, and she wrote a book based on her travel and immigration from Cambodia all the way to the United States in 1984. And it's a short film version of a larger feature film script. So she's self-funding the whole project for the short film, so we can use that to then try to raise money to do the feature film, so we can show the entire story in a feature length. But currently what we're working on is just a self-funded short film that tells the struggle of Tani and her family when they moved to Chelsea as an immigrant. And the Lowell Park there, the Roberto Clemente Park, it's perfect both culturally and also fits the needs of what we want to look for when we're shooting. So that's currently what we're looking at. And to give a little bit of detail, it's a small cast and crew, so it would be about 20 people. We produce small movies, but we do also have equipment, so there is like lights and stuff like that. we would be ideally looking to have the time frame on August 3rd from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. But I know, of course, that, may have some questions involved on that. But we want to have the full 12 hours just in case, so we know we have enough time. And that's pretty much what we're looking to do there.
Okay. So you just need Clemente Park,
Yes,
the park itself, to do all your shooting in, okay?
yes.
Have you been to Clemente Park, Evan?
Yeah, I scouted with Tani. We came down and checked it out, and then I also spent the day at the Cambodian New Year's Festival.
Oh, okay. All right. What things would you need from us?
Good question, actually. So this is, for us, this is, I believe, the first step in a multi-step process to get permission. So I guess the next thing we're looking to do is get permission from the league group that manages the park, which is on our list. And I believe that might actually be it, along with the permit. The other question we did have was that we know lights come on in the park at a certain time, and then they go off at a certain time. We wanted to see if it was possible at all to have those lights not come on, just so we could use our own lighting for the purpose of filming.
We can coordinate that. Okay, we
great.
control who uses the park, when they use it, what facilities will go on it, the lighting and everything. This board controls all of that, Evan.
Okay, who would I just work with Haley after if this is approved?
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It becomes a little bit of a, back and forth, so I
And
just
we'll
want to
just
make
keep
sure I
it
know
simple,
what
right.
I'm going to be dealing with.
Haley would be in touch with the board if there was anything that came before that needed to be voted on,
Okay.
okay? All right. Right now, that's
And I
pretty
think-
simple.
I think that's it, right? I mean, I think if it's approved and we can move forward, then, I'll just deal with Haley and coordinating everything that we need to coordinate. Unless there's anything else you need from me.
Gentlemen?
My only concern, Mr. Chairman, is if they're gonna go after, let's say 11 o'clock at night, then we're not gonna have lights on. I think we might need some police presence at certain hours of the morning up there, especially when you're looking on a Thursday night. That's my concern. I don't know what the rest of the board feels, but I'm a little concerned that after 11 PM, with no lights on, and you're working till 3 AM.
Did you hear that, Evan? There was,
No, unfortunately.
there was concern about having the lights off till 3 AM in the morning. We might require some police presence around that neighborhood, that's all.
Well, the park lights will be up, but I'm sure they'll have lights on there.
The park
filming
lights would
and
be off, but we'd have lights in the
They'll probably have
area. So
lights.
I'm sure we could
You know
work
yourself,
with you
you
on
see
that.
something going on, you don't know what's going on.
100%.
Okay, would I be able to just, I know it's over speakerphone, it's a little bit tough. Would Haley be able to tell us exactly what we can and can't do?
Yeah, we could approve the permit and then,
Right.
she can let them know, like, the police department number to get that.
My suggestion would also be to speak with Shannon Cohen, who is the DPD commissioner, and he's the person most apt to control what you want to do and how you want to do it. So we can give you his telephone number, and you could talk with him. Is that okay with you, Shannon?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Or did I just throw him under the bus?
I think you just promoted them, but that's fine.
Right.
Could you give that to Tani to write down possibly, or?
We can do that.
Or
Yep.
Okay,
I can
great.
just
That'd
email.
be amazing.
Okay.
John, just tell him I'll email him.
Okay, Haley will email you with the information.
Okay, great.
Evan.
Will I expect that this week, just so I know?
Probably tomorrow
Probably tomorrow, she said.
or Monday the
Oh, okay,
latest.
great.
On
Okay,
Monday,
I'm just
on Monday,
checking
right.
I don't want to harass anybody, so now that I know, I'll wait, a few
Right.
days for here and then.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we'll move forward. We'll see what we can coordinate, and thank you very much, because this is going to be great to have a park that actually has cultural significance.
Okay.
Agreed.
What about the bathroom? Are they open at that time?
Oh yes, Tani is correct. will we be able to coordinate opening the public bathrooms that are there? I know they're not normally open.
They're only run by the Clemente League themselves, so I doubt, I'm sure they might be open at night to a certain point, maybe till 10 o'clock. But after that, I doubt they're gonna stay till 3 a.m.
I guess if you've worked it out with them to have them leave it open and find a way to lock them when you
I can
leave.
ask.
Shannon, is it also possible, again, we know, I know it's their bathroom, this facility, it's our park. Is it possible that we could have a Parks Department employee be on site?
I don't have keys to that
3 a.m., you wanna work?
session stand, and I could see if I can get somebody to stay on site till 3 a.m. if we did get keys, but
Yeah, I mean, you'd pay the guy a time and a half for the amount of hours he's on site and open the bathrooms, I mean.
we can, it's something we can look at. Worst case scenario, they'd have to get a porta potty for the shoot.
Okay.
I mean, I don't wanna speak for the Clemente Park Committee, because I'm obviously not
Right.
on it, but I can't see them seeing a problem, like, one night letting them.
Right.
You know, obviously, this is a,
Right.
you know, a part of the same, facility, so I can't see them having a problem with it, but again, I can't.
We'll try to work out the lighting situation, Evan, beforehand. There's enough people that are involved, we can straighten that out.
Okay, yeah, that'd be amazing. And I heard a little bit of overtalk about the bathrooms. If it makes it easier to try to coordinate it, we could foreseeably, we could like do it where somebody could lock it up at like midnight or something, and then we could just, plan to make sure everybody's used the bathroom by midnight. And I think that would probably be okay, because I don't think we'll end up shooting till 3 a.m. It's just kind of like a safety for us.
No, we'll
so I
see
think
what
if
becomes
it makes it
available.
easier, we can certainly, cap that off at a certain time.
Hopefully, we can work it through till 3. There's nothing worse than having to go when you can't.
This is true.
We don't want you using our public parks.
So,
Do you want a film credit, Mr. Chairman?
film credit, yeah. Yes.
The Board of City of Lowell Board of Parks. All right,
We'll absolutely, we'll love to have you credited.
there we go, look at that. Look at you.
I overheard that a little bit.
Oh,
As long as it's over 50.
Ryan wants a part in it.
Okay.
All right.
Tommy can give him my email
that is-
if he actually
that is
wants
false.
one. We
That
can
is false, sir.
probably give him a part.
Right,
big break.
All right. Okay, okay, we have a motion, and we had the fee would have been $600 for the use of the park during that period of time,
Yeah.
okay? We have a second on that?
I'll second it.
We have a second, all right, so all in favor?
Aye.
Right.
All opposed? Motion carries. So we're set for Thursday, August 3rd, from 3 PM to 3 AM. And additional
Okay.
things will deal.
Hey, quick question for you, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Is there gonna be a cost involved, just because I have to check our budget, make sure we're okay?
Yeah, the fee would have been $600.
Does that mean there won't be a fee, or will there be a fee?
There will be for $600, sir.
Oh, $600, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry
And
if I
that's-
didn't say it correctly.
And when is that money, when is that gonna be owed, just so I know, because we do have to make sure that budget-wise, everything is okay.
Soon would be good.
You'll get an email in the next couple of days, and then once you do that, you can pay online.
Okay, great,
All right.
And then, will you tell me about, I know I heard we might have to have, like, police detail, so that's gonna be something I also have to keep in mind, money-wise.
Right.
Is that something that you know 100% is gonna be something that'll be required?
It may not at night, it's just may police presence, if they just, hang around that area for the night while you're shooting. There may not be any
Okay.
need for a specific
But I
detail.
definitely should call them to.
Oh, absolutely, we
to let them
definitely
know
let
the
them
city,
know,
right?
correct,
Okay.
correct.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah, this is great. This helps me a lot. I can, now we can work towards something. Thank you.
You're most welcome, sir. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, okay.
Good luck.
Additional
luck.
communication will be
Thank
through
you very
here.
much, and
All right,
have a great night.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, Connie.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah, we voted on it.
And then there was one. Mr. Occasion, welcome.
For having me. My name is Brendan Occasion, here for a couple things, but to start, I do a lot of baseball and softball in the city, and I would just say that the fields this year have been better than I've ever seen them. So congrats to everyone, especially Shannon's team. I know how hard they've worked this year. I'm here on behalf of Lowell Junior Legion Baseball. So Lowell has always had a Senior Legion team, which is a U19. This year we're going to be putting in a U17 team coached by myself. I'm asking for permission to use Alumni Field for 6 dates. I'll start there.
Number 7. I mean, number 10.
Item 10F.
10F, okay, thank you.
F and G.
6 dates, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
6 dates, yes.
Great, sir. All right, thank you.
Are we doing these one at a time, Mr. Manager? Are we doing?
Yeah, we got F and G, is that correct?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve item F with the dates requested at no fee.
I'll second it.
Okay. And that one, Brendan, is for
10F
10F?
10F, yeah.
for
Okay.
Lowell Junior Legion.
Okay. Alumni Field.
Yep.
Wednesday, 6/7 and 6/14, Friday, 6/9, 6/23, 6/12, 6/26, 5 to 9 on those dates. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
All opposed? Motion carries, so that's okay.
So just to double check, I had to put that they're to be determined because Lowell High has that blanket permit.
Right.
And they had said that they'd let me know because they didn't have their schedule at the time. But Dan seems to think that they won't be using it, so I don't know. So they technically have the permit. So just be mindful of that,
Right.
as long as they're not using it, I'm sure they have no problem releasing it, but I just don't want any conflicts to be.
This comes up every year, Brendan.
Yep.
And I usually work through the people involved. We have a round-robin phone call, and everybody
Okay.
works everything out.
Sure,
Yeah.
you and Danny can figure it out.
Obviously, Dan and I are very close and speak, but just want to make sure there's awareness
Right.
of you guys
Okay.
if we're using it.
No, his and Dan's dates don't conflict. It's just the high school has the dates, and when I had asked if they could release them, they said they weren't sure because they're still waiting on their schedule. So as long as you guys are fine, because by the time they get back to me, your next meeting will be at the
Who's
end of the month.
temporary AD?
Patty.
Scotty.
Mr. Chairman, can I ask a question, please? I heard when Dan was here speaking, and they're saying for most part, the Lowell High School baseball season is over, but MIA might be using the field. Does MIA pay a fee for the city of Lowell to use our fields?
No, they don't.
I mean, I have a, I understand that the big picture here, but I'm not gonna take a field or permit off of Lowell youths so that we can do something to have some MIA come in and do a tournament that's not paying a fee. It counteracts, I think, everything we're trying to do here. We want the Lowellians to have first dibs at any field, especially something that has to do with our high school teams, our future high school teams. And these were these kids from the Legion balls end up going. I don't want to bring the matter up now, Mr. Chairman. I think we need to discuss this further. But if MIA is going to come in here and use our fields and taking dates off of our youths in the city, and they're not going to pay a fee to use that field, I have a problem with that.
And I'll
MIAA
second that.
use of our fields for whatever sport is a very complicated situation, so.
I think the complication has to be discussed and has to come to a head.
Come to a head. I
You
agree
can't
to
keep
that.
on kicking that can down the road. If the MIA wants to come in here and use our fields, they're out of city youths that are using our fields. They have to pay like anybody else who wants to use our field. That's my opinion as a board member.
And I agree with them.
Unless
But with that being
Lowell High
said-
makes D1 North and they don't.
With that being said, Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry, I didn't want to put you on the spot. Let's go forward with with the permits request in front of us, and let's move on.
Okay, thank you for that.
Can I just say something on that?
Yes.
Is there some way we could find out if they're gonna use it through the athletic director at Lowell
MIA
High
already
School?
knows.
I had already reached out to them, hoping to get an answer before, so then I didn't have to make this big complicated page. But they said that they weren't sure, so then I asked what an estimated, and I never heard back. So I'm planning to follow up if you guys are okay with them using it, as long as they release it. But I don't know. Because they already have.
We don't have a meeting until the next time, so we'll have to approve the dates.
Yeah.
Right.
If for some
The
reason
dates.
MIA needs the field, they're obviously gonna let you know,
Yep.
and then you'll just move your games.
You aware
Brendan,
of
you
any-
understand the situation, okay.
Yep.
Brendan, you aware of
Whether it's
anything
right or
that's-
not.
that-
We
You
should-
aware of
we
any
should
situation
determine
where they're gonna be using
something.
it or
There's
not?
supposed to be-
There's supposed to be a fee.
My understanding is that the MIA is
Yeah,
going
what's-
to
what's-
be here, but
No, it's a dollar.
I
It's a dollar.
Yeah.
Dollar ticket.
I haven't spoken
You know
to
what they're doing now?
Okay, all right, I know
buy the
sometimes
ticket online.
we don't hear it official, but it's rumbling through the grass.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
they're
not a
using
fan of
it this year, but
Okay,
I'm not.
You know, Tewksbury Youth Hockey last year.
But if, for some reason they do use it on these dates, then I will relinquish it back with no issue.
we'll work it out. We
Yep.
always have.
Well, as long as you got, yeah, I mean, I can check and see what's available if you give me permission to do so.
As far as telling MIAA to where they can go, that's a discussion that's many faceted, so, you know,
We'll table
we
that
need a
one.
few more people involved in that one. Some of the city
Let
council.
them approach this board.
Pardon?
You'll
Let
never-
them come
they'll
before
out.
the
They'll
board.
never come out.
Yeah,
No, I think with Mr. Occasion, I think we need to move on with
Yeah.
G.
right,
Go ahead and go
definitely.
into his
So when I-
With G
yeah.
and,
Yep. So 10G, so I run a program called Boomer Baseball. Boomer Baseball is a program for kids who participate in the Lowell Recreational Baseball Program. It's a travel program that requires you to be part of Lowell Rec, so it is for Lowell kids. I'm asking as part of this for our oldest group, which is now 15, which we've had since they were 10, to be able to play at Alumni Field on July 1st, 8th, 15th, and 22nd for their games on those dates.
So it's listed as resident adult, but it should be resident youth.
Yeah, it wasn't specified in the request and I wasn't.
So we can
familiar,
wipe out
so
that.
Safer than sorry and figured. you could
Shannon,
reduce it if it's-
question for you, Mr. Chairman. Do you have that staff that day on Saturday?
On which date?
On Saturdays?
What date?
On Saturdays, no.
So we can't waive the fee, then no custodian.
No, I guess not. So if we wipe out all the permit fees and just use the custodial fee, what would that be?
I'm not sure she's got it. So how many dates do we have?
So right now, I just put the 4 that are available.
So there are 4 dates?
But then if you look at 10D, there's 3 other additional ones. You still want the 3rd, 10th, and 24th, right, if they give it up?
If possible, yep.
Okay, so then it would be 7, so that's why I put 3 for the 4. But if you wipe out the fee, it would just be $960 for the custodian fee for that, and then an additional $720 if they give up those 3 dates and you approve them to do so.
So the total would be 1620, is that what?
So since it's on a Saturday, there's no custodian there, so they'd have to pay a custodian. So with $240 a day, would that still be okay?
Yep. Mhm.
Very good, Rye, that was quick.
I mean, gonna make a Bishop Girton joke, so.
1680, right? That okay with you?
What's the final?
1680.
1680.
240 times 7.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is. I'm obviously more than willing to pay the custodial fee if there's not someone there. I just want that stadium to be used more than it is today, and it's all local kids using it, so I'm comfortable paying the custodial fee.
I think your fundraising committee will help out.
Yeah.
I-
Okay,
I-
I might need a motion
you-
tentatively approve these dates, and I'm sure we'll have the high school, and everything, we'll work the stuff out. Brenda.
Okay.
I think,
We
you
always
know,
have in the past.
Mr. Occasion, that our hands are tied. This board, I think the majority, all of us in this board, we don't want to charge anybody for fees, especially when you're dealing with the low youths. It's just unfortunate, they're union contracts about, if there's nobody using that field and you have to put someone there, and damn unions, but but there's a requirement, and it's just something that we have to follow.
Yeah, and 100% from my end. The whole point of that program is to provide enhanced experiences
Right.
for the kids, and playing at Alumni is a enhanced experience.
Absolutely.
Much better, and love all our parks, but
Yeah.
that park still has a lot of character, and something that
Yeah.
I just want to try to use that park as much as we can for the kids of Lowell going forward as possible. So totally get the custodial fee, and it's something worthwhile paying to give the kids the
And
experience.
I think the city of Lowell will benefit, and I appreciate that your efforts of enhancing the baseball programs in the city of Lowell, especially at the junior level, and letting these kids play in the field. That would only excite them more when want to go out and play harder when they get to the high school level.
Agree.
I appreciate everything you do in this case.
At Lowell High School, hopefully.
So we're back to seven dates at 240 date, is that correct?
So 1680 total.
1680.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the dates and times requested for 1680 total.
I'll second that.
Okay. Further discussion? All in
Thank you
favor?
guys for your time. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Bye, Brian.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you.
Okay, what do we got left? I guess I'm not making my 7:30 meeting.
Item 39,
Don't think so.
I was under the impression someone was coming to that, but they've also been miscommunication, I think, where they thought it was already preset. So Ryan, I don't know if you're okay with that.
Oh, yeah, that's the STEP program. So, yeah, they had asked, I mean, we sort of have the permit for Calorie through Lowell Youth. But we don't, again, we don't use every single day, and they usually use Conroy, the softball field anyway, which is probably the least used.
Nobody uses Conway anymore.
Well, I have a 8U softball team that uses it, and they use it a little bit, but not too often. So I told them they should still come, and they'll obviously, we can work around it. But again, I have the permit. If they come onto the field, we don't have it that often. We usually use it for practice, so I have no problem like giving that date back. So whether they formally have to request a permit for it, that's one thing. But if they just show up, they're not going to have an issue. So I've been in touch with them. So if there is ever a conflict, they know to call me.
Okay.
And then there's
That's what's number 40, Ryan?
my permits that I was really late in putting in. We're all one organization now, so.
No, doesn't make a difference what section of the city, it's all under one?
Correct.
And you're the big honcho?
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
So can I just go back? Are we approving 39?
I think we approve them, and I'd have to technically give
Do
those
we
dates
have to-
back. Whatever works for you.
I mean, saying that we have to go in the form of a motion and pass it with the understanding that the Lowell Youth Baseball is going to work out something with them so that this dates will be available for this request for a permit? Is that?
Yeah, I don't want to make any more work on Haley. So you tell me.
No,
what's
it's okay,
best.
because Jennifer had said that they would make the account, so I said once, like, we worked it out, then I could just issue the permit for them, so they didn't have to submit the request, because technically they couldn't right now, because I had your permits in there.
Are they looking for the whole complex?
No, well, so that was.
Because they're saying baseball and kickball, that's gonna be at least 2 fields they're gonna need, right?
No, so it's baseball for the
Or-
first month, I think, and then he gave me his schedule.
It's just.
Oh, so it's gonna be split up.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah.
be split up.
Wednesday
Okay,
nights.
okay,
It's just
okay.
Wednesday nights, and it's just
Is
one
June,
thing.
July, kickball is.
So one night it might be kickball, the next night it could be baseball.
So I'll make a motion to approve the request date at no fee.
I'll second it.
Number 39?
Yeah, number 39.
You can't.
I also just didn't know
Oh,
if
that's not
Ryan was
me.
able to give them part of calories, so I didn't want to specify which one on the request, just.
Yeah, I told her that, I said she can use any field, it's open. I said Conroy, especially after June 7th, it's almost not going to be used at all. It's
As
like-
long as they're good with you, then I'm good.
They'll be good to go. This is Wednesday, so.
All right. So we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Number 40. that's
40, I'll make a
blanket.
motion,
Wait a minute.
all right, good.
Tommy?
I would like to know why do we have to tie up all these fields in Lowell for 5 months?
We use them almost every day.
I don't think they're using them all, every field, every day.
We ran out of fields today. Just today, for example. Every field was taken. We even had to play at Hadley with a little bit of.
Have you
water
used
damage.
Manning Field at all this year?
Manning, probably not as much. That's sort of a backup one. But we definitely use McPherson, we use obviously Mahoney, we've used Callery a lot as
Yep.
backup.
Yeah, I have no problem with those,
And if anyone needs a date, I have no problem giving it.
But see, the problem is when somebody wants to use a park, the process, you have to go online and see if it's available.
And it's not.
And if we're blocking out all the parks in the city of Lowell for 5 months, nobody else has got a chance to use them the rest of the summer. That's my only thing.
Yeah, no,
Good
that's
point,
fair.
Tom.
That's
You know,
fair.
it's,
And I'd be,
it's not fair, it's,
Mm.
I can see right now, May, June are your busiest month, correct?
Nope. Nope. I would say that the mid-August through post-Labor Day is probably a dead period. Other than that, we do. use it.
August is dead on Ellis Boys.
Yeah, so we have districts, and then we do, we do a summer league. My last summer league game, again, we don't have our summer league schedule, so trying to pick actual dates is extremely difficult. So that's obviously why we're picking every date. So we worked around any weekend tournaments that people have, like Gil has at McPherson, so we're just using weekdays. And then, yes, mid-August through Labor Day is pretty dead, but then fall ball picks up again, so.
Speaking tournaments, are there any baseball tournaments going on in the city during the summer?
Baseball tournaments?
Yeah.
I don't think we do the city tournaments anymore, do we?
No,
Like
I'm
our-
talking,
like
I'm
our rec
talking,
leagues?
I'm talking,
Yeah, we definitely do. We do tournaments. We do our city tournament for the 11-12s.
no, I mean tournaments like Guild does, have the other teams come from other parts of the state. Or
It depends. I don't see, I know the Boomers do tournaments, but the Boomers are basically, they're our travel rec program.
Yeah, but they should be coming in here and getting permits to use the fields. They shouldn't be using the rec permits, correct?
Well, they're essentially tied in with us. All of their kids are the same kids and they're rec, and they're an.
Yeah, but it's two different organizations, right?
Fair, a little bit different, for sure.
We're gonna charge Skill or anybody else that's gonna run a tournament, we should be charging everybody. That's my,
Well, I guess it all depends on the, everybody that works for the Boomers is a volunteer, 100%. No one takes in any money. That's a pretty significant difference.
and I think Haley said it early in the meeting about letting the parks out. Club teams are coming in low and using our fields to play.
Well,
without permits.
if they do that, it's without a permit. No one's permission.
This ain't the first year it's happened. I brought it up to John. I think I've mentioned it to the board before that's happening. And they just keep doing it because we don't do nothing about it.
Sure.
I mean,
Who uses it? What are the groups that use it that we can
the
address?
Shed Park, it's up in Page Field.
So Shed Park deliberately sublets things.
I don't know if they're charging anything, but they're letting the club teams come in and use it. It's the same team that 5, 6 years ago, when I first got on this board, Peter Fanicardi got on me big time, kept on calling me about Gil letting a particular team come in here and use the McPherson. And we stopped them. So that team's left Gil, because they're not in good grace with Gil anymore.
Okay.
And they found somebody else in the city, and they're doing it. I might be wrong, but
Yeah, I haven't seen I play games.
I have-
play
I
games
have-
at Page. I haven't seen any club teams up there.
They played Saturday. I know that for a fact.
I was there Saturday. There was no one else there.
Up in Page Field, they played.
Yeah, I know. It was my team.
And who did it was a Lowell team
It
playing
was the
against
Lowell.
somebody else?
It was Lowell Rec. We played a Billerica team. Scrimmage game.
Okay.
The game before that was the 10U. Was the PYO team versus Shed. I left at 4 or 5 o'clock. Or someone
We
came
had a
later.
Lowell team, just happened to be playing a team that's out of town, but at least the Lowell team was playing, right? We have a situation where there are 2 out-of-town teams playing on our field?
I don't know this, that's what I'm just saying. I'm not.
Yeah, that
I was told by, this is somebody coming up and calling, and one came up, another one called me, why are we letting club teams come in and using our fields when we can't get them ourselves?
Club teams are welcome to put in permits.
But it's hard to get permits when we give you all the permits for the whole summer. It's,
It's May.
It's May, I
31st,
know.
I just put them in. They could have done it before that. And again, if a club team says, hey, can I use the fields for a weekend? I have no problem giving dates up if we don't have games. As long as they have.
but I have no problem either you giving them up those days either. My problem is, why aren't they coming to us?
I don't
So-
work for a club team, so you'd have to ask them. I'd love for them to, I want them to play. I want baseball to be in every field
But when they're
every day.
playing, they're playing another
not-
team that's out of town, not a Lowell team.
Right, they're playing a team, he just said it, they played a Barica team. That's what I was told, it was a Barica team.
Yeah. My team, literally my team, played a.
It was a softball team,
But
right?
that's a Lowell,
We're talking
Lowell
softball.
team playing an
Lowell
out of
rec- yeah,
town
my
team.
Lowell rec
There's
team.
nothing wrong with that,
100% not.
no.
Okay, that's not
One
what I
thing we
was
want
told.
wrong
That's
is a
what-
Billerica team playing a Tewksbury team.
Right.
That
Sure.
we don't know.
That
about.
happens,
that'd be
that
different.
happens with the Legion, the American Legion. I had people come up and tell me that they're going down to Shed Park to watch the American Legion, and I think it was Tingsboro and Tewksbury was playing. Using
I
our
know,
fields.
I mean, that has happened, but not very often. I mean, somebody's trying to fit thing in for a league, nobody else is using it. But,
Mr. Chairman? Mr. Chairman?
yes,
As someone that's been involved in youth baseball in softball for over 30 years, and then just see it go away and see it just diminish over the last, I would say, 10 years, and to see this group, the Lowell Youth Baseball and Softball League, form, and to get all these, teams and kids back using the park, I understand about permitting for real dates. Just so people know, when you use real dates, I would do the same thing. I would use the whole 7 days, and I was only playing 5 days. But the other 2 days, if I had rain during the week, I had to make up them days during the weekend. So I think this is the league's first year incorporation. Maybe next year we can sort of narrow it down. And I think maybe next year we put that if someone's requesting a certain date that they would like to put it, that we put on the application. These dates, are flexible. So in other words, if someone wants to request a permit on a certain date, they would go back to this Lowell Youth and say, hey, listen, it's okay if we use this park. Someone's requesting the use of this park. So we can better work out, some of the, let's say, the problems that we might have or of one lead having too many permits. But I think, when you run a lead and fully understand, I agree with my fellow board member. I don't want to hear of this, and I'm hearing it on city council if someone's subletting out their permits and stuff like that. That's not what we're here for. But I think let's use the people who are subletting, let's use that on its own merits. If someone's doing this and we find out, let's make sure that this doesn't happen again. But I think for the permits that we're requesting for this league to do what they're doing, to get this, to try to jumpstart the youth baseball and softball leagues in the city again, I think is admirable from my standpoint. As someone, like I said, who's running a youth league and know what's involved in running a youth league, you can't put a date for every day. If I did that, now my makeup dates, if it rains all week, you got to use a whole nother week and use all weekends. So it's a lot. It's a lot. I do.
anybody that's involved in scheduling on a large format
Oh, yeah.
knows it is a pain.
Right.
It's a pain.
Right.
I understand that. I agree with my fellow commissioner here, but is there some way that we could put on the website, that some of the dates could be flexible?
Right.
I was just thinking the same
Right,
way,
right.
Tommy.
I have no problem with that. It might
Somebody
be
comes in
flexible
and
this way.
wants a
I
specific-
just don't want somebody to go online and say, Jesus, I would like to have July 25th or August 25th.
But that's when they'd come before us.
Yeah, but
It have
before
to
they
be
come
a-
before for us, John, they have to go online and see if that date's
But if
available.
they want a date, no, that isn't
If it's
available.
not available,
then they would have
they
to
don't,
send us
they give
something.
up. But if it's somewhere it's flexible,
Yeah.
maybe he would put it in, then we
Yes,
could
but that
go
flexible,
to, I have
then
no
they would
problem
have-
with that.
They would have to come before us for us to change
Right.
it.
Right,
Exactly.
I understand that, but now
Right.
he has a chance to come to us.
So
Right.
here's my suggestion. We have 1,000 kids.
I don't want to hurt you, Zeb.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
just
no,
want to
no.
make it
Yeah,
so
I
that
agree.
residents of Lowell have a chance to play, use the field.
There's a common place between both.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
there
we
is. I
obviously
have no
have, we have
problem.
1,000 kids.
I like that
90
flexible
teams,
Yeah.
so scheduling
Right.
is obviously tough.
Oh, it's tough.
If there is a for-profit company that wants to come in and pay a permit fee to use a field, I am all for it.
Right.
So if that's what they want to do, if there's a way to put something on the website, because you're right, when I go in, I have to go in and see, instead of scheduling around, Gil's tournaments, for instance, I put in all the dates and then I delete all the ones he's come up with. It's a pain in the butt. I get it.
Right.
So if there's a way to say, if you would like to use a field, and if it says that it's booked, just, I don't know, click here, Because I'm okay with giving things up, just like Lowell High gave up dates for the
Right.
Legion. I'm okay with it.
I'll back that up 100%.
I'm into it.
But if I can, I'd just like to clarify something. If there is someone outside the city who wants to use it, and because they're paying money, I'm not going to put money over the uses of Lowell youths. My Lowell youths come from, okay, let's get that straight. The Lowell youths are going to get that field. If there's a playoff game and he says, I can't move, and someone, oh, geez, we should have moved it, we should have with someone else. The Lowell youth programs and Lowell children should be served first. And if somebody else wants to use it and it's available and there's some flexibility in the scheduling from the person who already has a permit, they have to come before us again, Mr. Chairman, as you said. So
My question is, who is that organization that wants to go use the field that isn't already tied in with us? Who is it? You know, and as far as Lowell High School has first preference on any field, anytime, anywhere, period.
Absolutely.
You know, but if someone else wants to come in and play, who are they that aren't tied in with us already?
I don't see the baseball as much as softball. Softball, I agree with my colleague here that softball, there might be some shenanigans going on because
There's a lot of snakes in softball.
but I think when we're dealing with Little League baseball and Junior League baseball, I don't see that issue. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I never heard of it, but I think we ought to take each issue before it comes before the board. And make a decision from that. But as far as the flexibility on the scheduling that the Lowell Youth Baseball and Softball League may have when they're putting out their schedule, and they would put up there, if there's a certain date that a certain group would like to use from Lowell, they would like to use it on that date for whatever reasons.
Who is that group?
Right. Well, there might be, I mean, we've had permits come before us where people want to have a family softball game, or some youth want to do an after-work program. Employers want to play a game or something like using a field, and they're all permitted. Like my colleague said, if they see that
Then we set up a section, you know, groups from here may apply to the league.
Of the date they're requesting.
The date they're requesting would apply to us.
Right.
And we also have to let the regular leagues know that there's a possibility that this might happen to accommodate other people.
Right, exactly, exactly.
That's great.
People in the league are gonna bitch like hell.
I think we can do both. I think we can accomplish both, Mr. Chairman.
I'm not against them giving them the permits to August of this year, but I think next year, Haley, can we put something on the website where there's some flexibility for next year? We can't do it this year, it's kind of late.
Yeah. The
For
thing
next
with
year.
that is, I mean, we could try to put it on the homepage. We can't do it directly on like the permit because when it shows on the calendar, on the public side, it just shows reserved Conroy Field, whatever the time is. It doesn't say anything for privacy reasons. We can try to put it on the homepage. I don't know if MyRec gives a system I don't know if that's something they can do on the system for like the direct field. So if anything, I could try to put it on the homepage and say, you know, if you're looking for a date that's already reserved by like a big organization or something, like something.
This is the process.
Yeah, to try to notify us, but then it would be the same thing as Lowell High. They'd have to come here, you guys, as long as Ryan's okay with releasing it. And like, you know, that's done this way, then it's not us subletting his permit and then, you know, Ryan's okay, and there's no conflicts with it. So it'd be the same thing as Lowell High.
I know Ryan will give up the dates
Yeah.
if he's not using it. I have no problem with that, but I just wanted some way we could help the public. That's all I'm looking for.
I'm not in the business of trying
Right.
to sublet.
I know you're
so
not.
I
I
don't
know
wanna
that.
take
I'm
that
not-
off-
I'm not-
take-
I'm
Take
not-
that off my plate.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm all set
The
with
only
that.
other thing I could try to do is like put it on each field. So like the way the system works is you can either go in and basically make a request from like the specific field, or you can just go in and do reservation request and choose the field. So unless you go on like Conroy's page to
Right.
reserve it,
Yeah.
you wouldn't see that like the notification is there, like, oh, if the date and time isn't available, please contact us. But I can try to put it on like the homepage and see if that helps. But again, someone might just look at the calendar and see it's booked and then just not do anything.
We
Right,
also
I
have
just
to
don't wanna
educate
walk-
the users, educate users, this is the way that you can go about the system, that we're not trying to lock everybody out. And at least give the person a shot at a chance of getting something as opposed to looking and say, there's nothing I can get, and they just say, oh, well, we don't want
So,
that.
I mean, I could try to do that, but like I said, once the permit's issued on the public side, it just shows reserved.
Right.
So I don't know if the system can do that, but I'll try to cover our bases the best I
Let's
can.
not put any more computer constraints on this
Right.
building, okay?
We don't even have our computers back yet, and I'm down the street, so it's been a nightmare.
I have a hard time getting on that website.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to make a motion that we pass the dates that's requested, but we sit down as a board and come up with some appropriate language in the future to allow some flexibility for other youth leads or other people who would like to use the fields.
I'll second that 100%.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
I have no problem with that.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was easy.
When are you getting that started, Keith?
What's that? I will work with anybody who wants to work down.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
I have
understand the situation
plenty
as well.
of ideas for you,
Yep.
Rudy. Let's work on something.
I'll have to
Yep.
get online on the
I would
the
think
permitting
it makes
thing and
sense.
take a look at it.
Can we discuss that MIAA for 1 minute? See how it
Should we
goes.
motion to adjourn and shut our mics off first?
Yes.
All right.
I know, John, you think it's
Wait a minute.
it's
We have,
hard.
we have a few things over here to.
Let's finish this thing. We can discuss that after we
You have some
adjourn.
superintendent of parks business? Oh.
So that,
Oh, the handbook.
yeah, I don't know, do you wanna do Shannon first and then do this?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
Shannon
Okay,
first.
I'll still leave these out there while I'm stuff.
Okay.
This one might be. But we might not pass it now if you guys end up sitting down and discussing more stuff, so we might have to table this again.
Are you talking about the handbook?
In terms of the flexibility and tournaments, because none of that will be in here, so then we would just have to redo
Yeah.
it again.
Right, and I've talked to the chairperson from the City of Lowell Parks, and she's fine. But there's no rush. She said, you know, whenever you people are ready, because they're the ones that requested us to do this. So it came under, we work for them. They don't work for us. So they asked, you know, but she said, where are you guys with your policy? And I said, we're working on it, and no rush. She said, you know, if you feel you're fine, some stuff we need to fine tune. Personally, when I go through this, there was a few things that I thought were missing, but again, I didn't want the full board to have a copy of it. I know one of my board members said I don't even think he has a copy, so if we can have at least a copy, we can review, so we can, and if some stuff need to be amended, we could amend or add to the policy. But I think for that purpose, I think we need to delay this at this point. So I would make that informed motion that we delay the handbook just for discussion, and that we go on with the superintendent's business right now.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna give you guys the paper copies only because the system's been down the last 4
Yep,
weeks.
no, that's
and
fine.
My office doesn't even have our computers back, so anything on the drive we have lost for now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get it back. This, luckily, I did online, so I have it on my computer, but I still don't have anything else, like all the edits and stuff.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you a paper copy
Right.
just so you guys can look it over now, and then,
Is it different from the one you already gave us, or no?
this is the one you got last month, so it's the same one, but for
Okay,
Ryan, Tom,
all right.
and I-
But I want again, and I said at the last meeting, I want to applaud you, Shannon, Peter, whoever put this together. This is outstanding, outstanding, great work.
Just at least so you have it, because I can't guarantee that I'll be able to email it because I don't
Yeah.
have the rest of the stuff that goes with it.
Please don't email us.
Right.
Thanks, Ryan. I would love to not do that, but the last month.
I need everything by registered mail only.
I want it delivered to my house.
Carrier pigeon.
Yep.
But there is one thing I just want to, can I just say it then if we're going to table it?
Sure.
So the fees, these, I don't know, turn it so people.
New fees that you propose?
So this paper is the fees that we have right now.
Right.
I don't know how it was structured back in 2017, but it doesn't really fully make sense. So I don't know if, hopefully my notes make sense, because I was trying to do what Keith wanted me to do, where I could put it side by side, but then we lost everything, and I
Right.
don't have this. So I was like, okay, I can't recover that now, and I really haven't had the minute to redo both of them, but basically, I drew up this one, so this is what we're proposing. It's basically the same thing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I have
It's
it.
basically the same thing as this,
Right.
but side by side, it tells you which ones we took off and then what we made.
Right.
So everything, all we basically did was the general park, permit stayed the same, and then we added passive parks. So remember the Friends of the Tyler Park, they, came in and gave a good speech about how we shouldn't be charging the same for a baseball field versus Tyler Park.
Right.
So we put it and decided to leave it up to you guys, so they would still come in, same process, and then you would just determine a fee if there is one that would be necessary. And then for MIA, that stayed the same, I guess, I don't know. And then for Collie, we ended up switching Martins Field and Alumni, so I think these ones, this is just general softball fields, but I don't know if it was geared towards just McPherson, all softball fields, we weren't really sure, it's not clear, but we just switched it so that those were the prices for Collie. And then McPherson's fields would be the same price as Shed Park, park permit.
You know what would be, this is obviously would be a crap ton of work for you,
Like I'm
Shannon.
stuck in.
Is there a way to determine cost to run? I remember we talked about Little Asher Field about it cost $80,000 a year to run that field. we don't break anything down like that. I'd love to be like, Tyler Park costs $50 a year to maintain, so let's not charge a permit fee, but alumni costs $1,000, you know?
Please don't give the city council any ideas.
Connor, come back, please.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to make anybody do an extra work, but it's like, I wonder if like, because when permit fees sort of seem arbitrary, they make sense. Like, Collie has a permit fee. It's a big structure to maintain. There's a lot of work of your guys that go into it. You know, Shed Park's a big facility, like, but like Tyler Park and like,
You can break it down anywhere, because I got 2 guys at Collie, I've got 2 guys in the Highlands, I've got 2 guys in Pawtuckaville, I've got 2 guys in Center.
it's almost like because we break down like a custodial fee. Like, all right, you're going to use this much. So like, I know I don't want to set a different rate for everything, but
But this way, if you actually broke it down by all the hours spent at each field, no one would be able to afford it.
well, then there's a different issue.
No one would.
They meet on Tuesdays.
So, just to clarify that. And then
So if you could do that, Shed, that'd be great.
we just basically specified the turf, alumni, and Martin to be like their own specific fees, and then everything else, so the track, the football, the soccer field, field hockey, whatever else is out there, I don't even know. Those would all be under like the other Collin Stadium ones. And then Shannon said that the custodian fee should go up to $150 because $120 is just not suffice anymore.
Right.
And then the lights and special events, those were determined in 2017, so we didn't touch those. So I don't know. But just so you guys can understand that this would be what would be inside the book once we approve it, if you guys are fine with
Okay.
that. So definitely look them over, and if you have any changes, let me know. But
All right.
that's what we thought that for now.
Something to look at at night.
Thank you, Haley.
Thanks.
Thank you, Shannon. And thank you, Haley.
Good job.
I'll take this one tomorrow.
All right.
I'm at the JFK.
All right, let's go. What do we got for you?
Okay, first up, Mr. Logan contacted me again this year to use Collie Stadium for band practice through the Lowell High School. I told him I'd represent him. He couldn't make it to tonight's meeting.
Okay.
So they're looking to use the Martin softball field?
He said he would go wherever, so whatever was available, he would take.
Where will he do less damage?
Probably on the turf.
Okay.
Did you ever see a band practice?
Yeah.
I have not.
I did one last time. I watched the Andover High School. I do one charter over there. Let me tell you, it's a workout.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would
It is a
assume, especially in the
workout.
Summertime, I mean, it's
Whoa.
really,
So you're looking for a motion to okay it?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept the times and dates with no fee.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Great. It's nice that we now have a band. You go back, what was it,
Yeah.
10 years ago, we did not have one?
Do you really not have a band?
We did not. We did not, and then the young gentleman took it over and brought it up, and he went and recruited and got some people to play, and he got uniforms and everything, and he really turned it around. It was nice to see.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right, Roberto Day.
Yeah, Roberto is in Italy right now. Wish I could be with him. He wants, Case would like to do their summer and fall events down at Kerouac Park. On Saturdays, they have bands, Saturdays, Sundays have bands playing down there, free of charge for the residents of Lowell. Same what they've, I think they've been doing it the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have a couple of years anyway.
they're always really, really good events down there.
Yes.
I'm in. I'll make a motion to approve
Kerouac's
it.
a-
can I-
Kerouac's a communist, other than that.
Can I just ask one question, Shannon? I know I've heard a few times on the local radio station that some of the people that live adjacent to this Kerouac Park, I don't know, is that some of the condos right up there, maybe? Are they okay with this 9 p.m.? Because I know you got right down the street, when they were talking about, you got Boarding House Park, right? It's
Yeah, I'm assuming they must be talking about, boarding house will go till probably 11 o'clock for.
Yeah, I've gone a couple shows there,
It's the mass
but I think these people more from near the Kerouac Park when they were talking, they live right, I
I
don't
would
know.
assume these people were the ones walking over and enjoying.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
It's only
not-
till
it's-
9 o'clock, so.
It's not
Okay.
that loud, and
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, I think
Okay.
they would dig it.
People that live there are gonna come over and enjoy it. People that live there are gonna come over and complain about it.
Yeah, no, I agree,
you
but I'm
live
just saying I heard it
in
before that.
Jumpshire as you're walking
If
through.
you move downtown for it to be quiet, you moved to the wrong area.
No,
Right.
that's why we have no clubs downtown.
All right, good.
I'll make a motion to approve date and time requested, no fee.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next.
And lastly, representing Jane Calvin, Lowell Parks Conservation Trust. This is an event she's done, I believe also the last couple of years, down at Muldoon Park, in association with Division of Fisheries and Wildlife and Mass Audubon and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. They go out there, let the kids learn how to fish, and do games down at Muldoon, and archery, dragonfly explorations. It's a great event for the community and also all free of charge. And Jane couldn't make it to the meeting tonight, so I told her I'd represent her as well.
Feels like that should be a re-
Is it, can we waive the fee?
Yeah, it's a re-
Yeah,
it's mostly
yeah,
for you,
okay.
so that should be a 0.
I'll make a motion to accept the date and the fee of no fee.
One other thing, gentlemen, it's also she asked for additional dates. She'd like to do this 3 times during the summer. The other 2 dates are available, but they didn't get into time for the agenda. The other dates are August 10th from 5 to 7 p.m. and September 16th from 9 to 1 p.m.
August 10th.
What's September's date?
August 10th, September 16th.
16th, okay.
Times.
Not real heavy use park. It's
Is
just a
there,
gazebo.
is there gonna be a lot of people there? That's my neighbor.
What are the times for August and September?
August 10th
Is parking gonna be an issue?
It is.
It's what?
September 16th is 9 to 1, and they're both at Muldoon as well.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
So make a motion to accept times and dates requested at no fee?
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Making a motion to adjourn?
Second that.
Thank you, gentlemen. Long night.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
George, cut the mic off.
Thank you. Pardon?
Shut the mics off. Okay, can I just say something?